in an assisted living home where he's in there holding court and telling people he's going to run the place. He's going to run the place. And then, he's going to maybe get thrown out. Did people get thrown out of assisted living
they do.
place?
They do. There are many, and I'm one of them, you've been through this with your parents. And I went through it with both my parents. You see some of the most incredible things, some of the funniest things you've ever seen in your life. And all you can do is laugh when you get in that situation. And I suspect Bart will provide a few of those moments when the time comes, and I hope I do too.
I can see it. Can you see it, Bart?
No,
You can't.
not right now.
Come on. That's way too far out for Bart. Bart did not think about that, right?
Well, yeah. I'm just talking about, you and dealing with people. And get out of my room.
Well, I mean, look, nobody wants to be invaded.
There will always be
the good
another
part is you
Shell.
can say those things at that age and
People brush
completely
it
get
off.
away with it. I mean, completely get away with it.
Can you imagine Bart having a podcast in '86 and completely saying
The
whatever
whole
he
world's
wants?
going to hell in a handbasket.
Whatever he wants to say. Totally, kind of like the show, but you just another level.
Yeah.
Just on another level. The Chuck and Bo Show on demand is driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Catch up on all 3 hours with the podcast version on Spotify and Apple. Just search for the Chuck and Bo Show.
Previously heard on Chuck and Bo.
These people that talk about pressure's part of life, how many of you go to work every day and there's 11,000 people screaming at you while you're trying to fill out that form? I mean, give me a break. Go to work tomorrow and let's bring 11,000 people with you to scream at you and say, Doug, you're not any good. You're great Monday through Thursday, but on Friday, you're always terrible. I mean, let's see how you do that day. Come on.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I would resist the urge to drink this morning.
Stop. I'm done.
You said a lot of good things there.
Well, I don't know if I said one good thing.
I met a guy last night, love y'all to death, Jeff.
You mind if I share?
I'm looking forward to it.
The show of record for Razorback fans.
I'm at my Sunday school, and first thing he says when we hop in the car, he says, "What's heard on the Chuck and Bo
There
Show?"
we
It's too early for this kind of conversation. I'm still half asleep.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Mattingly.
I guess I'm going to have to expand my sports horizons. I've been thinking about this. I thought about it last night when all there were to watch on television were a hockey game and then soccer. And I'm thinking, maybe I need to expand my game, where I can enjoy what's going on. And then I walk in this morning, and Bart and Edward have like total World Cup fever. Did you notice the matching outfits that they have over there?
Edward's wearing a kilt. Bart's wearing the USA jersey, I
Yes,
guess.
yes.
No, we're matching.
I couldn't. I just saw the skirt.
Yeah.
I couldn't see.
They have matching tops.
The top.
They have matching tops.
Due to my height and the computer screens, I
Yeah.
could not see the. I said my height. I meant lack thereof. So I can't see. Oh, I'm like, was it Wilson in Home Improvement?
Yeah.
Yes,
I was
yes,
looking over the.
yes,
That's
yes.
Yeah, I barely get there, but I did notice the kilt. That's a nice touch.
I don't have a kilt on.
You
I don't
don't?
know what you're talking about.
Well, it's but last night,
Jeans on.
last
You know,
night.
ever notice when you try to go with Edward in a bit? He's
you
like,
can't do theater.
he's so
of the mind.
literal.
You
He's
can't
so-
do
not-
theater
not
of the
with
mind
Edward.
with Edward.
No,
No. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
I'm surprised he didn't immediately say when we were talking about the Knicks game that we didn't go.
Yeah,
When we
well,
went through that
yeah.
whole story about how we flew private with Cal and we were down there in the front row. And
Front row.
That wasn't real.
No, it was not real.
Why are you saying that?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Despite the pictures, it was in fact not real.
Exactly.
But
People
you
like
know,
those pictures.
Yeah,
Those
I
got a lot of messages.
Those
about the
were a
pictures.
hit. I know.
We're gonna have to do that more. We're gonna have to get you at a World Cup game, Joe.
Yeah, well, that would be something to see. That's it would need to be AI generated. But I was thinking last night, hockey's on, and I went to my first NHL game back in like November, and I went with hockey people, so they knew what was going on and they could explain it to me. But I still really don't understand it. And the chances of me staying up until 9 o'clock to watch a soccer game, or I mean, as they say in soccer, nil. And so, I was just kind of lost. But now you got the World Cup tonight. I guess I'm going to have to figure it out.
No, they'll be on the pitch.
Yeah. Yes, they will. They will be on the pitch.
I think it's fun. It's sort of like the Olympics, you know. It's not like you watch track and field on television every weekend. And Arkansas's got 7 women in the finals of the NCAA track championships.
Yeah.
And but you don't watch that every weekend. It's not a spectator
Right.
sport.
Right.
It doesn't mean that people don't watch it or they don't like it or whatever. It's just not a spectator sport for most people. And it's that way with soccer for me. Mm-hmm. It's that way with the Olympics. But there's some excitement around the World Cup because you see people dressed like Bart and Edward today. Clearly, y'all coordinated this. Did you guys go on Amazon and purchase these together? What's the story?
I found these online yesterday. That they were being sold at the local Sam's Club for $10.
And you got in your car
and
and went
so
over
I
there?
went over there
Wow,
and I
that's
got them.
You got 2.
I got 2.
Yep.
Well, Bart knows it's generational. He knows it's generational. He knows that they're into it, and we're trying to act like we are, trying to figure it out. And I guess he didn't think that clothes would help.
What do you
What
do you mean?
What's the palms up for?
The palms up. What do you think it's for?
You wanted one?
It sounds like you're not as dumb as you seem right now.
Duh.
I mean,
let's be honest.
Are you
There's
saying-
no chance that either of you would wear these.
Are you saying
we
we-
discussed that?
Are you saying we don't love our country?
No.
Is that what you're saying?
No, no. I'm saying you wouldn't be caught dead.
this is exactly how locker rooms get divided.
Oh,
this kind
okay.
of crap.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, Chuck and I come in like if we were, did the same thing. You guys, sour grapes, you'd be over there,
We're
you'd
out.
stonewall us. You wouldn't talk to us during the breaks.
That's not true. I would be amazed if you two came in and coordinated. It would be like the best day ever on the show. It would be awesome.
You had a chance to make it happen. Chuck would have totally gone for this.
I would have done it.
He would have been. Yes, he would.
Yes, I would have.
He would. Listen.
When have I not put the show
I don't know, Chuck.
Name the day.
Well, there was Monday.
Do they have kilts on Sam?
last
Can we do the
Wednesday.
kilts?
No, I didn't see any kilts. No.
I want one now. I'm in on the Scottish.
Here's what I noticed yesterday. In all seriousness, when Mexico scored their goal, it was like their first goal. It's like the whole country erupted. I mean, they would show, like, you'd see stuff online now. They show like particular areas, particular places when the ball went in the net.
Watch parties, things.
Yeah, things like that. They just went nuts, and that was impressive.
That's kind of like it's a whole.
I know.
It's like
It is.
It's like being a Razorback fan. It's what binds Arkansas together. I'm not talking about football yet, but for years, for decades. That's the thing. Now you have the whole country can get on board. It's the beauty of sport.
I don't know that our country, I mean, we are united. I mean, we want the USA to win, but I don't know that we are, as a country, are like, live and die with every play the way they do in some
Not
other
until
countries.
we're good.
Well, I don't even know then if.
What's
if
your what?
hell?
Siri, stop. You and Siri are having a conversation.
I don't know how that happened. Siri had something to say.
Do you have
Siri's such a Budinsky.
I don't want to lose your point. I don't want to lose your point, so we'll come back to it.
Yeah, I'm shocked.
But do you have Alexa? Like at your house?
No.
Okay. We got to get you an Alexa.
No,
because you can have conversations
No,
with
we
Alexa.
don't. No.
You can just, like, hey, Alexa, what's the weather tomorrow?
We'd never see Chuck again.
Do I have
and-
Alexa
and
at
she-
my
and
house?
she-
Like I would know how to like set that up.
Yeah. Well, Bart can do it for
Are
you.
you kidding me?
We just walk around the house, say, hey, Alexa, play Thunderstruck. you know, whatever you want to hear, whatever you want to do. But then you realize, like, so Kara had this. I didn't have it at my house. She had it, and I'll start having conversations with Alexa, and she'll be like, "Shut up."
Yeah, well, I can,
enough.
I can
Because-
see where it would
because I'll be
happen.
like, "Well, thank you. That's very beautiful, and you sound lovely." And Alexa will say, like, "Well, thank you. That's the best compliment I've had today."
That's awesome. That's awesome.
And so I'll say something
Okay.
back.
Yeah, so it's like you have a new friend.
Chuck's becoming convinced that he
Yeah.
wants one.
Yeah, it's like it's
I
like,
think they made a movie about this.
That's
it didn't go
completely
well.
different now.
and it's different than, I won't say what just happened to Chuck, because if I do, everybody's phone will go off. But it's different than that one. This one's almost like Simon Says, like you have to say the name to get the conversation. So there's not
You have to greet Alexa.
yeah
Oh,
there's
you have
not
to say
these-
her name.
Yeah, yes.
Say my name.
Every time. And you can't just have had said, "Hey, Alexa, do this," and then turn around and say, and also set a timer for, you got to say it again.
I got you.
But like if
Just
you're
be
grilling
prompted.
and you want to throw a timer
Yeah,
on, yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I use it exclusively for time.
So the relationship with Alexa
Say my name.
Yeah. That's kind of what I was thinking.
is much better. But to your point about our country in the World Cup, when we are good, we get excited. Like, remember the women's World Cup when Brady Chastain ripped her shirt off?
I
after
remember
scoring
when
the
that
winning
happened.
goal?
But that didn't spark like a lifelong interest in soccer for me.
No, but in
I
the
didn't go out and
moment-
learn the rules.
In the
as
moment,
a result.
everybody was kind of
No,
getting
you're
on the
right.
bandwagon.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But for these other countries, they're all in
They are.
from the beginning.
they understand.
We come along later. We come along as it goes. Like, oh, they've won a couple
Well,
of matches. Oh, we're in.
It is interesting, though, in our country, it is, I think, almost purely generational. My generation, we did not play soccer growing up. We just didn't. And so it's not part of our upbringing. It's not part of our sports psyche. But for a different generation, they were raised playing soccer. They played soccer as little league kids, as youngsters. And we didn't. And so I don't know the rules the way they do. I don't understand the game the way they do. And I don't think it makes me a rube. Lots of other things might, but I don't know that does. But I try to be interested. I mean,
well,
I
yeah,
do. I
what
try
are-
to be interested.
What are you saying here, Chuck? What is this?
I'm trying to get on the bandwagon, but I mean,
need some help.
if I had a shirt, if I just had a shirt,
These guys, I'm gonna tell you, I am slightly. I don't know if hurt's the right word. I don't even know if disappointed's the right word. Maybe surprised. I'm surprised at you.
wow,
I'm surprised that you went 50%
that's an arrow.
on the jersey. You went 2 for 4.
And
Did
there-
it cross your mind? Like I should get 4 of these?
did you and Edward discuss this?
Not really.
Yeah.
Not further than
Was it the-
I was gonna go get one, and Edward was like, "That's sweet, get me one."
Was it the $10 price tag? that scared
yeah,
you?
no, there's no chance. Well, I
the
will
other
say,
thing.
I will
That's the other
say, I will say, if this was any more expensive than $10, I would not have purchased it
Okay, for yourself or for Edward?
for myself.
Oh, okay.
I would just say if you're like, don't be upset at me. I had nothing to do with it.
Well, I mean,
Be mad at Bart.
So here's
Cool.
well, we have a locker room problem.
Yeah, we got- we got-
Like,
I didn't even-
Edward-
I didn't know this was happening.
Edward, instead of appreciating that Mark got him one,
Yeah.
immediately turns and throws him
Oh,
under
I
the
was.
bus for not getting us one.
I was
right.
Yeah, what were you thinking? Why didn't you get those? guys?
I'm sure the
No,
first thing Edward says is, "Well, did you get one for Bo and Chuck?" And I'm sure those were the first
That
words
was
out of
the
your
first
mouth.
I had
thing I
nothing to
said.
do with it.
Yeah, that's me.
I had nothing to do with it.
That's right.
your uniform.
I will.
That is a nice shirt. though.
I will have these for you for the next match.
Well, I mean, only
I
if we win.
apologize.
I mean,
I
only if we
apologize
win.
if I've hurt you in any way.
Now, when do we play? When do we play?
Yeah, is that tonight?
Is that
8,
tonight?
8 o'clock
Who are
tonight.
we playing?
Paraguay.
Fox, ESPN.
Fuck.
Razorbacks.
You can watch for, you can watch for
Unfortunately,
free on Tubi.
I will say this.
Really?
Unfortunately, Fox has the broadcast rights to the World Cup.
Is Fox good at doing soccer?
They actually have some good people in place, I would say, but
Yeah.
but they would not be my choice for this. I also feel that
Who would
it's
be
been
your
it's been
choice?
tremendously under promoted, and there's a general lack of awareness that the World Cup is even happening because it's happening on Fox, and they have not
Wow.
promoted it.
How much did you pay for that eagle hat you got on over there?
more than $10.
That's a nice one.
But it is a nice hat. This is like my
That's a
4th of
beauty.
July.
I just noticed that.
hat. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He's got a bald eagle on his hat there. He's got a USA jersey on, got blue shoes on.
Did you get a tattoo?
No, I didn't do that.
You didn't?
No.
I thought you got one every World Cup.
No. Maybe if the United States ever
Bart's
wins a
been
World
keeping
Cup.
this secret, shows up at a pool party, shirt comes off, and there's 7 World Cup tattoos on his back.
And a gigantic
line.
bald eagle.
And the bald eagle in between his shoulder blades.
So if we win the World Cup, you're saying you're going to get a new tattoo? You're gonna get a new
one people can see.
Possibly.
Hey, I see Arthur's phoned in. We got a big show
gosh.
lined up. We got to hit a break. We'll take our first guest, Arthur, who will be the pregame party to Paul Feinbaum at 7:15 in Ross Dellinger, covering
What a
all
way
of
to
this
end the week.
mayhem in college athletics. I mean, if you don't follow Ross Dellinger on social media, there's a chance you may miss something because he's the guy that's covering
He is.
every bit.
He
of it.
breaks the stories.
And we've known Ross a long time. He started at the Advocate in Baton Rouge, or at least that was one of his early jobs. I don't know if that was his first one. Anyhow, it's 6:15. Apparently, the World Cup's today.
Tonight.
And
It started yesterday. There were 2 matches yesterday.
8 o'clock. Mexico and South Korea won yesterday, right?
They did.
Bang,
Yes.
bang.
Yeah.
and if you want to sing the national anthem on the show, today is your day.
We got wackos, people. There are wackos everywhere. There are wackos everywhere.
I call them our babe. I mean, you call them wackos if you want.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Flight by Yingling. It's the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. PG Yingling & Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
Life is better with community banking from First Security, where personal connections make a difference every day. Families get bankers who know their names, know their needs, and love to help. Businesses work with responsive lenders who make fast local decisions that help build success. And communities thrive with First Security because our team is rooted here too. Choose the power of personal. First Security. Bank better. fsbank.com, member FDIC.
Hey, it's Bo, and what if home meant waking up to bent grass fairways, mountain views, and a community that actually feels like one? Big Creek Golf and Country Club in Mountain Home, Arkansas has just released brand new home sites right on the golf course. The first new construction in 20 years. These are premium properties in a safe, welcoming community surrounded by the natural beauty of the Ozarks at a price that might surprise you. Go big and go home. Visit BigCreekGolf.com today. That's BigCreekGolf.com.
Just so you know, and we've talked about this from day one on the show, nobody's safe in here.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Customer service is a buzzword. People just throw it out there. What is it to you?
Showing up when you say you're going to show up, returning phone calls, providing the service that you promised to provide. Because, I mean, if we're all asking to get paid for what we're doing, we need to do what we're getting paid for. And do it with a good attitude and being responsible, not only responsible to show up, but responsible to the relationship.
A relationship you can count on from Clay Maxey and the folks at Teamwork Roofing and Construction. TeamworkBuilt.com. Built on quality, powered by teamwork. You know, fine jewelry is about more than just a beautiful piece. It's about the experience of finding it. I did that with Blakeman's. They are the official jeweler of the Arkansas Razorbacks. Blakeman's has been Northwest Arkansas's trusted destination for exceptional jewelry, providing our community with over 35 years of personalized service, world-class diamonds, and crafted custom pieces. Discover the difference of a true luxury experience at Blakeman's Fine Jewelry in Rogers. Blakeman's, where Arkansas gets engaged.
For over 20 years, ProLand Title has been making title insurance easy for Arkansas families. Founded right here in Arkansas with over 45 offices statewide, our team of title insurance veterans will work alongside you every step of the way. They're independently owned, so their only priority is you. ProLand Title can say yes when others can't. Cheer for the pigs, close with the pros. Visit ProLandTitle.com to get a quote today.
Imagine raising your family somewhere safe, welcoming, and genuinely beautiful, where the kids have room to roam, the neighbors know your name, and the weekends are spent on the golf course, the lake, or the trails. That's Big Creek Golf and Country Club in Mountain Home, Arkansas, a vibrant community with year-round events for all ages, world-class outdoor recreation, and brand-new home sites now available for families ready to put down roots. Small town, big life. Visit BigCreekGolf.com today and get more info.
Never miss a moment of the show thanks to the Chuck and Bo Show on Demand, driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Stream the podcast version of the show on Spotify or Apple. Just search for the Chuck and Bo Show.
We've been thinking that you travel a lot, and we were wondering if it'd be okay if you just shared your location.
Yeah, probably not. But
just in case anything happens.
Yeah, I
just with the family here.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I mean,
would you mind sharing your location with us?
I would mind. Yeah.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
621, Chuck.
Yes.
Friday.
Big show. Today it is a big show. Paul Feinbaum, Ross Dellinger. Power Pack.
Outrage from Bart coming on Sunday.
Oh, I have no idea what it's going to be about. I'm guessing Texas Tech might be involved.
He's
Maybe.
already crushed Fox. We have through the first segment.
Well, I didn't. No, that was not crushing Fox. It's just me.
You
me
want him to
wishing-
crush Fox?
Me wishing somebody else had the World Cup. Like an NBC or
Like anybody but Fox.
Yeah, anybody who. Yeah, I mean,
Bart, I take it back. Bart was not crushing Fox.
No.
He was just disappointed
Yes,
that it was
yes.
on this ridiculous network.
well, no,
It's done a terrible job promoting it. It sucked for all of us.
It's a bad week for people and things named
But it's
Paul.
not that big a deal.
Wow, San Antonio Spurs zinger for his own player. De'Aaron Fox.
Yes.
I didn't see Cal pictures of hugging De'Aaron Fox.
He said he in that Sports Center interview that we might get to. He said that there was a hug.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yes.
I'm sure there was. I was
He
kidding.
did seem pretty partial to the Knicks.
Arthur's phoned in as he does on Fridays. Arthur, how's rehab going?
Good, but I really wanted this rehab. I'm not in rehab.
The rehabilitation, the rehabilitation of
The
the
overall
correctional
big
system.
how's it going, Arthur? How's it going?
Yo estoy muy feliz con mi vida ahora, no problema.
Only Bart knows what you're
Are you
saying.
having a stroke?
He's trying to speak another language.
I know.
Pero,
Some people may not.
Luego Norte, Estados Unidos de América y África del Sur es para Copa El Mundo. I'm doing well, and tonight I get to watch the United States play South Africa. I think this is a pretty good team, but the America has put together. Most of their starters
Are you translating what you just said, or have you moved on?
Yeah, I did kind of translate it.
Was that
but
pig?
Anyway,
Was that pig Latin or what?
No, that's Spanish. That's one of the things I
Okay.
learned in prison. You know.
What a place to learn it. That's amazing.
Well, you got plenty of time.
Yeah.
Oh, well, and that and the necessity potentially of just, where,
Well,
where he found himself.
there was-
Communication.
Communication that was happening. Anyhow, continue.
Yeah, well, there's, I also took a course called Shell Companies for Dummies. I learned a lot while I was in prison. But anyway, tonight the United States has probably their best team, I think. Most of the players that start and play for, in the Premier League in England, and they start for their club teams. So maybe hopefully we got the game breaker that we need to score a few goals. But I take it or leave it. The one sport I really pay attention to And I feel the same way about it as Europeans or most of the world feels about soccer is Olympic basketball for the U.S. If there's one sport that I just cannot stand seeing the U.S. lose is in basketball in any international competition, which actually drives me to the point. I think this Wemby is going to be a good villain for the NBA. He is going to be truly a villain star because, you know, there's a chance that for the first time in basketball, we send a team over there. I mean, I know we've lost before in the Olympics, but you could honestly say that if the United States had its best players playing, they would win. Or if they didn't play poorly, they would win. But I don't know. I mean, France has a really good team, and that is the one team I do not want to see win the World Cup because it's like, how in the hell did they get good at everything all at once? You know, it's just like I'm sick of France. But, yeah, and then also on another note, there was a ranking of returning snaps, and Arkansas has the 36th most returning experienced players or have played more snaps than anybody else. Utah, in comparison, is 68. So I'm just saying, I'm telling you, I'm going to keep pounding on it. But, yeah, Arkansas is going to be the better team in that game. I also would like to throw out a little plug. Phil Steele gets mailed out today, so I'm just, you know, really looking forward to that. And then on another note, I got my color TV coming from Best Buy. I couldn't wait till the series was over. So, I mean, a lot of things are happening. So, yeah, I think my rehab is going pretty well. How are you guys doing?
Not as well as you. I mean, not as well as you.
You know, the freshness of Arthur being out and the appreciation and the gratefulness and the loving every day, you can feel it. It's refreshing.
I think Arthur's mind's sharp right now. I think his mind's sharp.
Yes.
And clear-headed, thinking clearly. And that's when a man like that's dangerous.
The appreciation for just a color television.
Yeah. I like a good color television myself. I mean, I do.
Have you been to Best Buy and asked for the black and white one?
Yeah.
We're getting to the point now where we're so
TV
creative
was black and white.
in society that we go all the way back around to somebody's going to come out with a black and white TV. Like it's going to cycle back to, wouldn't that be cool? And they're going to sell them for $800.
I bought something similar recently.
One of those
you
cameras.
Want to go back to like the garage sale and thrifting discussion?
Sure.
Remember you asked me what I've bought recently? I bought one of the old school like tube TVs with the VHS player in it.
With no remote. You can't have a remote.
No,
you
I don't
gotta
have the
have
remote.
to have.
I don't have the remote.
Okay, you have to get up and change the dial.
Yeah.
I actually had one of those.
Yeah, me too.
I think it was a prize at a charity golf tournament. It was like a 19-inch TV screen with a VCR in it. You got that?
Mm-hmm.
It might have been mine.
Hard to find.
Yeah.
Well, this one's 13.
I'm sorry. One other thing though. Did you notice how Chris Lowe also kind of said the same thing I said? Like, you know, that defensive roster they put together might be pretty good. I mean, you know, I'm not.
He's stealing your stuff. It was obvious. I noticed it right away. He's stealing your stuff.
I didn't say he stole my stuff, but he's someone that looks at stuff like that. And I'm just saying, I see we rank in the money list, but if Arkansas goes 8-4, we're going to be in the top 10. I'm telling you, money will not be the issue after this season. And they spent a lot of money this year, but they spent money on a really good roster. And I'm just not going to let this go through the summer. That I'm just going to pump this team up because I feel like they're going to be really good. We know the basketball team's going to be good, but I really liked what they did for this roster.
Arthur, you're the man.
Bang.
Bang.
Have a good day.
All right.
Arthur, you do have a higher opinion than almost anybody.
He
on
is
the Razorback football.
Well, and he's been steadfast about this. I mean, I'll give him that, and I don't think he's going to waver over the summer. In fact, I think when other people say they're going to be terrible, it's going to make Arthur even more resolute. That's what I think.
He's convinced that Arkansas is better than Utah.
He said 8-4 over and over. I mean, more than once. So yeah, he's
You definitely need that game.
He's there.
I think you need that game to get to 4 or to 8 wins.
Well, I mean, here's the thing.
It's true, too.
Yeah.
Here's the thing that I do think is interesting about that game is that we are all operating under the assumption that Michigan's coach is still Utah's coach, that they're going to play the same style of football they played when he was there, that they're going to be just as good as they were when he was there, and that Arkansas is going to go out there and play essentially a top 15 team. And I know he's not there, and I don't know if Utah's top 15 or not, but they are going to be a much different team than they were a year ago, just as Arkansas is, and they've got a new coach too. So I don't think that one's as decidedly one-sided as maybe a lot of people think.
Summertime, we're talking football. We're talking Texas Tech eventually here in a moment. We're talking the World Cup, and we're talking about, hopefully, vacation or a weekend getaway, maybe even a staycation. Wake up in the Ozark Hills, hit the White River at sunrise, spend the afternoon on Bull Shoals or Norfolk Lake, world-class fishing, hiking trails, kayaking, and when the sun goes down, it's the kind of quiet you forgot existed and the stars you love to see. 2 lakes, one great town, all right here in the Ozarks. Check it out at enjoymountainhome.com. Mountain Home, Arkansas, where the outdoors is a way of life.
You know, I've got a lot more rhythm than people realize.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Getting the job done means tough and reliable equipment, and that's what WT Equipment is known for. A locally family-owned dealership with 4 locations across Arkansas, and always ready to help you get the job done. WT Equipment carries the brands you trust, like the legendary Bobcat and more, and they're offering aggressive pricing on skid steers and mini excavators. Whether you need equipment, implements, or powerful Bobcats, the friendly team at WT Equipment is ready to help. Visit WTEquip.com. Hey, it's Bo. What should you expect when it comes to a roof or a remodel? Here's Teamwork COO Brett Husky.
We make it easy. That's the first thing. Because when we looked at this, we felt like the process shouldn't be hard. And the easier we can make it for customers, the easier it makes it for us and for our people to continue to do business.
Teamwork Roofing and Construction, making it easy, and now offering financing. Log on to their website, teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality, powered by Teamwork.
Hey guys. You're having a great show today.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
What has the impact been? I mean, we could talk about, I know you wanted to win more games and how hard you guys fought in that game against Nebraska and how much it probably took out of you. We could go over all that. But what has it been like in the aftermath here since you've gotten home? You're talking to people, I'm sure, about next year and all that. What do you think the impact was of getting to go to the College World Series for the first year on this continuous journey you've got the Arkansas softball program on?
Well, I think we're still feeling the impact. I think it's been incredible to see the reach. Obviously, we were the most viewed opening day game in World Series history. So there's so many people that got to see our fight and all of that. But, I think, we'll be in a lot of recruiting conversations starting next week. And I think that we're going to really feel that impact because that was the only thing you couldn't check with our program. It's a place where you're going to be loved, you're going to be pushed, you're going to be developed, you're going to play elite softball, you're going to win a lot of games. And there was they haven't been to the series. And now we've checked that and we know how to get there, and experiencing getting there is so valuable. And so, I think it's been amazing to feel and see, and my phone is still going of just the outpouring of support and encouragement for our program, how we do things, what we did, the amazing year we had, but how we do things is really refreshing to a lot of people. And for me, it's great to hear that, but I know that, so so it's been fun. It's been overwhelming, just the amount of just communication, text message, calls, all of it. And then I'm hoping we can continue to feel that impact as we need momentum as we go into the portal and all those things.
Looking for the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits? Macadoodles or Guess Who in Bentonville has you covered.
Having what they came down here for in stock on the shelf is very important. You're going to find everything that you could possibly want. I've heard customers tell me, Bo, over the years that they may be sitting around, somebody brings up some weird name whiskey, and somebody will chime in and say, well, if anybody's got it, it's going to be Macadoodles.
Macadoodles, just north of Bella Vista at the state line, and Guess Who in Bentonville.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
When you're looking for tough, reliable equipment for people you trust, WT Equipment delivers. WT Equipment is a local, family-owned dealership with 8 locations across Arkansas, and they've built their reputation by carrying the brands you know and depend on. From Bobcat to New Holland, Hustler, and Steel, they have the equipment and implements to get the job done right. Whether you're tackling a big job or everyday work, WT Equipment offers a full lineup of Bobcat machines built for power and performance, including compact track loaders, skid steers, excavators, and more. Their lots are packed and ready to move with special deals you don't want to miss. Bobcat is the industry leader, tough, reliable, and built to handle any job you throw at. Nobody does light construction or hay and forage better than WT Equipment, backed by trusted service and support long after the sale. Stop by your nearest WT Equipment location today or log on to WTEquip.com. Tools you trust and people you know.
Never miss a moment of the show thanks to the Chuck and Bo Show on Demand, driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Stream the podcast version of the show on Spotify or Apple. Just search for the Chuck and Bo Show.
Bart's over there fact-checking. Kind of ruined.
Just ruined the whole day for me. Has everything I've said on this show been fact-checked?
This would not have happened. This would not have happened.
Have you gone home and fact-checked everything I've said?
No.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Well, I think everybody should realize, first and foremost, our decisions in this matter have been guided by a conviction we have at Texas Tech, and that is we stand by and we support our students. Now, Brendan made a mistake. We acknowledge that. And mistakes have consequences. At the same time, here's a young man with a dream and a vision to pursue a career, and we felt not to have the opportunity to pursue that career, given the circumstances and the evolving changes in this world that these athletes face, was unfair and unjust. We are attending, first of all, to his medically diagnosed condition, and we are prepared to support him as he pursues that career that he's spent his whole life working toward. That's what we do at Texas Tech. And as a parent and a leader in higher ed, I would ask that you look beyond the athletics issue in here and look to the individual who has been the center of this whole matter.
That solves it for me.
Well, that's not a leader in higher ed speaking.
My kids are I've got one left to go to college, I guess. Lennox, you're headed to Texas Tech because they will take care of you.
That's right.
I mean, that guy's speaking out of both sides of his mouth.
Well, here's what I wonder. What about the kid that doesn't isn't the quarterback, that doesn't win football games potentially for you, that is going through something far worse than what we see Brendan Sorsby dealing with?
Well, he needs to get his act together.
Where's the get yourself together?
I mean, come on.
Yeah, where's
man.
that kid? Where's the outreach ministry they've got going on there at the Texas Tech campus? And why did they not roll that out in here? That would have struck a far better note with me if you had shown me all the people that you're helping at Texas Tech and all the people you've stood by who basically were just going to school, but they didn't have football wins to offer you.
It's amazing the lines we can come up with to excuse the behavior of a great athlete, whatever the sport is. It's what makes us fans, and that's what all these people who are supposed to be, as he described himself, a self-described leader in higher education, you got to check your fan hat in at some point. And that's what I hear when I hear the administrators there. And I'm not saying they shouldn't be fans, but They're just excusing a great football player or one that they think is going to be great for them.
This is like a Saturday Night Live skit. Stuart Mandel tweeted, I'll give him credit for this. He wonders if this whole thing is an elaborate troll. Like we're all being duped. Like it's not real. If Texas Tech announced today that Lance Armstrong had become their character coach on campus, would anybody be surprised?
Head strength coach.
Yes, head strength coach. He's our head strength coach. That's great. Would anybody be surprised? Bart, your thoughts?
Yes,
Chevy, a
Bart.
Fayetteville Situation Room. He's just trying to.
Bart.
He's waiting for his chance on the Zoom call here.
No, that guy. What's his name? The president of the university.
Yeah, you can say
Lawrence
his name.
Chauvenek.
Yeah.
He a self-described leader is the right way to say it. Absolutely, because that's not a leader. That's not somebody who leads. That's not what leadership in higher education looks like. He said that basically what he said is that Brendan Sorsby made a mistake, but you know what? He shouldn't be punished because everybody gambles now. It is basically what he said. No, he made a mistake and he needs to be punished for it. Like these guys are quickly becoming insufferable. Like I just the whatever respect I had for Texas Tech, which honestly wasn't that.
I was going to say, how immense was that?
Well, I'm talking about as an institution
I
now
got
too,
you.
not just as an athletic department or program or anything. No respect whatsoever. Like these guys are the most self-righteous, self-pious crusaders that you could possibly imagine and come up with. It's clear. It's more clear now than ever that it's all about the money for them. They don't want their $5 million investment to go to waste. They don't want to lose $5 million that they spent on a quarterback who frankly is not worth that much at all. And they're talking out of both sides of their mouth. They're trying to gaslight everybody, and it's despicable. Like it's truly every single one of those guys should be absolutely embarrassed and ashamed of themselves, and their families should be embarrassed.
Their children
for
should
them.
be embarrassed of their parents.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
And I know it's not apples to apples. I realize the gambling portion of this on the field
families.
changes it in comparison to lots of other things. You love it, don't you?
I
When Bart
do.
goes into his rants.
Families.
I didn't even raise my voice.
They're families. Whenever our family, I see
Families
Brian
suffer.
Kelly's opening speech. Their family, our family is so happy to be here. Here's my question.
Sure.
I want to take you back in comparison to Arkansas's firing of Bobby Petrino. What if, and this is what I think Texas Tech is doing, they're doing the opposite of what Arkansas did with the Petrino situation. When Jeff Long said, we're not going to do this. Now, Arkansas was winning in football, and there were a lot of fans who were very vocal and still to this day feel like that Petrino shouldn't have been fired and we should have figured something out. Now, I don't know what would have happened with Arkansas football after that. Nobody does. But what Texas Tech is doing is the opposite of what Arkansas did when the whole Petrino thing came along. What if Jeff Long
I see what you're
and
trying
the
to say.
president, the chancellor had gotten with Petrino and said, look, you have a problem. We're going to address the problem. We're going to support you in the problem. You're going to have to do this. Let's just pretend for a second that Petrino would have gone along with it, because that may have actually happened and he didn't. But let's just say that. Let's just say
There's
that.
some truth to that.
You know what I mean? And now look at what's happened with Arkansas football. And I'm not saying that's the sole reason. But as an Arkansas football fan, you look at your situation there, and let's say you were one of the ones that weren't happy with it, where that integrity goes a long way thing that people started saying. And now you look at Texas Tech, and they're just all in. They're just all in on winning.
They took a stance a couple of years ago, and they said we're no longer going to be looked at as this little pimple on Texas's what. I mean, seriously, that's what they decided
They're
to do.
looking more and more like it every day.
But that's what they decided to do. And I hear you from one perspective, that's what you think they may look like in this case. But what they're saying is, we're here to compete, we're here to win, and we'll take all of you on.
Yeah.
And we're going to do things like tell Texas when they talk crap about us, fine, we'll move our game, you move your game. Well, I mean, they're like, let's have a fight in the back alley. And no matter what happens, this is where we're going to be. And we're going to act like, by the way, this has been happening at other places, Ohio State, Michigan, whatever, all the way back to the tattoo thing, as silly as it was, and the Sugar Bowl, and what Ohio State did there, in Michigan, and the sign stealing. They're like, hey, you know what? We're just going to be like the powers in college football. That's what we're going to do.
See, when I hear Texas Tech now, I hear, I got enough money to buy this whole store. And I'll just come in here and buy this whole store, and I'll fire all you people. That's what I hear from them. They're trying to buy their way into a club that would not even consider them for membership if they weren't carrying a big wad of
and
cash.
become bullies.
But here's the deal. They're not doing a very good job of it. I mean, they're really not. Yes, they got into the college football playoff, but all they've really done, all Texas Tech has really done, is done a great job of garnering headlines. That's what they've done. And they're in the middle of the headlines right now. They're the center of the storm in college football. They have decided, I think part of it's been calculated, that there is profit in being the villain. There is a role for the villain. And they are assuming that spot. I think Cody Campbell relishes being that person. If Arkansas had not fired Bobby Petrino, they would have been seen nationwide as defending the indefensible. And that's what Texas Tech is viewed nationwide as right now, is trying to defend the indefensible. Their people feel like they are defending a virtue, just as we would have felt, at least some of our fan base would have felt if things had gone differently way back when, but they didn't.
I just think it's an interesting thing.
No, I understand what you're saying. I understand the contrast that you make, and I appreciate it because I think there's a lot of truth to what you're saying. At the end of the day, Sorsby did the one thing you cannot do playing sports.
I get that.
Right.
And I guess my question is, and we can talk about it more after the break, but I guess my question is, if we just remove
I know what you're saying.
Gambling part and the on the field integrity, like that stuff, because that's its own matter. Their posture is really the same as so many others have been, but I also agree with Chuck. They've done it so poorly, and the position they're in and the way that they talk is so I think if it was a what do we call the people that help you out of a catastrophe, like the PR people?
FEMA.
No. Well, yeah. No, I'm talking about the people that help you with your PR language.
Like
you bring in a crisis
crisis PR.
Yeah, like a crisis consultant.
I thought
they're
you meant
looking
like
at
a
them.
natural
They're looking
disaster. Sorry.
Well, hey, they could probably use a little FEMA help down there.
They probably could.
FEMA needs to show up. But I don't like a crisis consultant would be looking at Texas Tech right now. They'd be going, you need to hire me. Because the way you guys, this whole roundtable thing you put together and put on YouTube and social media, where you guys are sitting around holding microphone, this is a Saturday Night Live skit.
They're a laughing stock. They think they're being important and like becoming a major player. They're a laughing stock.
But the position they're taking,
that's what they really are.
The position they're taking, not the gambling thing withstanding, but the position they're taking. Many schools have done this. They've just executed it a lot, I don't know, more professionally.
Better.
These guys they're just making themselves.
They're doofuses, man.
Look terrible.
We have a texter that hit the nail. It's Friday Night Lights, college style. I mean, it really kind of is. I mean, it really kind of is when you think about it.
Who gave us that? That's
Ryan in Prairie Grove.
Good job, Ryan. Great mention.
Well done.
6:48. Good morning, Chuck and Bo. Chuck has a little bit of a bad habit of getting on Facebook and buying things.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Great people, great prices, and plenty to pick from. You get it all at Fayetteville Auto Park. Acuras, Chevys, Hondas, Toyotas, even a collision center, all at one location. Shop new, used, and certified pre-owned. Plus, Fayetteville Auto Park has hundreds of new and pre-owned automobiles with big discounts starting at under $30,000. Shop our complete selection online at FayettevilleAutopark.com. That's FayettevilleAutopark.com.
When it comes to finding the perfect diamond, there's one name that stands above the rest in Northwest Arkansas. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry. As the region's premier experts for diamonds, Blakeman's offers an unparalleled selection of brilliant stones, handpicked for their quality and beauty. They don't just help you find the perfect stone, they educate you on every step of the way. Whether you're planning a proposal, celebrating an anniversary, or simply treating yourself, Blakeman's is where your search ends and your story begins.
Experience football game days on the Hill this fall as head coach Ryan Silverfield leads the Hogs into 2026. Great home matchups line the 7-game slate in Fayetteville, including kickoff in Arkansas on September 5th, the SEC home opener versus the Georgia Bulldogs on September 19th, and a Thanksgiving weekend rivalry battle with the LSU Tigers. Season tickets start at just $300 and are available now at ArkansasRazorbacks.com.
Hey, it's Bo, and it seems like every day somebody else is asking me about the Sweating 'em Edge. It's real. It's a new me. It can be a new you. It's completely changed my energy level and my exercise gains. My mind's clearer. I sleep better. Life's just more enjoyable. If you get drained in the afternoon, or maybe you just can't shake that weight, do what I did. Take the Sweating 'em Edge. It's a free consultation. You get your results, and they'll give you a game plan. Just search the Sweating 'em Edge or log on to sweating'emcosmetic.com.
At Paschal, comfort and quality are well within reach. For over 50 years, homeowners have trusted them for world-class service. Every detail matters. Right now, get a brand new high-efficiency AC and furnace system starting at just $79.99, with payments as low as $100 a month. No shortcuts, no surprises, just Paschal quality at a price more families can afford. Same week installation is available, so click over to gopaschal.com to schedule. Be talking down to people, Bart.
I am going to talk down to people when they're wrong.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Baseball taught me teamwork, dedication, and the power of community. That's why I'm teaming up with Paschal ProPath to give back to charities that give every kid a chance to play. And right now you can pitch in. For every Paschal member signed up today through the end of May, Paschal will donate a portion of every membership to give back to youth sports. Become a member today, help give back in a big way. Pitch in with Paschal ProPath and help support kids in your community. Join today at PaschalProPath.org.
Hey, it's Bo, and I had no idea how little I knew about insurance until my man James Boyette of State Farm started telling me. For over a decade, he's been delivering real value, not just the lowest price. That means helping customers find the right coverage for their life with personalized plans that evolve as life changes. Serving all of Arkansas and Missouri. If you're looking for a true insurance partner, auto, home, life, whatever you need, go to JamesBoyett.com. Looking for the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits? Macadoodles or Guess Who in Bentonville has you covered.
Having what they came down here for in stock on the shelf is very important. You're going to find everything that you could possibly want. I've heard customers tell me, Bo, over the years that they may be sitting around, somebody brings up some weird name whiskey, and somebody will chime in and say, well, if anybody's got it, it's going to be Macadoodles.
Macadoodles, just north of Bella Vista at the state line, and Guess Who in Bentonville.
There's nothing like a day at the ballpark.
Cold Yingling Lager, first pitch. That's how you start it right.
From the oldest brewery in America, it's smooth, balanced, and built for baseball.
But you know how it gets out there. That Arkansas sun's no joke.
That's why you bring a backup plan.
Yingling Light Lager, crisp, refreshing, and ready when the heat kicks in.
Start with lager,
switch to light lager,
and stay cool from the first pitch to the final out. Proud sponsor of the Arkansas Razorbacks.
D.G. Yingling & Son, Pottsville, Pennsylvania.
Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple.
I can't figure out if Chuck's playing a role here, or this is how he feels, or if he cares at all.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
There is a 21-minute roundtable from the leaders there at Texas Tech discussing their support and why they're supporting Brendan Sorsby. If you care to watch it, it's all over the internet, and you can find that. Paul Feinbaum is going to join us at 7:15. Looking forward to that. And today's National Loving Day.
And National Peanut Butter Cookie Day.
I just wanted to let the National Loving Day sit for a minute.
Well,
you moved on.
Well, because I don't feel a lot of love in the room right now, because all during the break, like Bart was just like
slamming his hand on the desk.
Yeah.
Guys, these are bad. These are bad character people at Texas Tech. They're bad
Say
actors.
it like you mean it.
Bad faith actors.
Yeah.
Truly, when you really dig into what they're saying and how they're holding themselves up on this moral high ground, these are not good people.
Pious.
It's fake piety.
That's what I was thinking.
National Peanut Butter Cookie Day.
That
sounds really
That's
good.
why I moved on to peanut butter cookies. Doesn't that sound good right
National Jerky Day. I mean, we got a whole meal there. National Jerky, a little peanut butter
Did
cookie.
you know Chevy of Fayetteville is the #1 volume dealer in Northwest Arkansas? That means nobody sells more cars, trucks, or SUVs than Chevy of Fayetteville. They've been a part of our community for over 25 years. They're supporters of our local schools and the Razorbacks. And they're the best after the sale. An award-winning service and parts department, a waiting area, complimentary loaners. So go see Chris Mark in Denver and the team at Chevy of Fayetteville, inside the Fayetteville Auto Parts.
Man, I love spending time at Big Creek Country Club and Mountain Home. The golf, the people, the hospitality, and the events they host always hit the mark. Members enjoy it all. They've got state-of-the-art practice facilities, dining, events, a big pool with a snack and beverage bar, as well as tennis and pickleball courts. There's no initiation fee, and for out-of-towners, a membership is only $185 a month. Big Creek Country Club and Mountain Home. Your home away from home.
You know, I love talking about Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, and Bo's latest selling experience is a perfect example of why. Within 5 minutes of listing his home, Bo had a showing, and just 2 days later, he had an offer. And just like my own experience with them, they took care of everything from start to finish. That's what you get when you work with a trained real estate professional. Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, has been turning houses into homes since 1978, serving Northwest Arkansas, the River Valley, and Branson. For more information, log on to WeicherGriffin.com.
Interviews, highlights, behind-the-scenes access, and so much more. Varsity Vibe is your go-to for high school athletics in Arkansas. Learn the stories of coaches and players in our Varsity Vibe podcast. See the biggest plays and the best performances highlighted on our social media platforms. And if newsletters are more your style, we've got that too. High school sports at your fingertips. Varsity Vibe, elevating the game.
I don't know if anybody else is having fun, but this is a blast for me.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Arkansas fans know that some things are just timeless, like a spring afternoon at Baum Walker or the roar you only hear at Bud Walton. Our friends at Blakeman's Fine Jewelry believe your milestone should be just as enduring as the Razorback spirit. They've spent over 35 years helping fans celebrate their big moments right here in Northwest Arkansas. Whether you're marking a graduation, an anniversary, or just a big Saturday in the SEC, let their teams help you find that perfect piece. This spring, go big, go bold, and go to Blakeman's in the heart of Pinnacle Hills.
We talk a lot about Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, because our experience has been great. And Bo, you're going through it again right now.
For the second time. My son's a first-time home buyer. Him and his wife got a beautiful home. And for me, I just turned it over to them. They gave me a few things to sign, and it took all the work off my plate. And I just sit back and watch it happen.
That's what happens when you deal with a trained real estate professional. And that's what they are at Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company. They've been turning houses into homes since 1978, and you can log on to WeicherGriffin.com firstsecurityhyphen.com.
At First Security Bank, banking isn't one size fits all. It's personal because everyone's financial journey looks a little different. From managing day-to-day spending, running a small business, to helping your kids learn more smart money habits, or taking that big step toward buying a home. At First Security, you get the services you expect, the technology you need, and the real support of local people who live here, know the community, and take the time to understand what you're trying to accomplish. Life moves fast, and having a bank that moves with you makes a difference. Whether you prefer stopping by a branch, banking on the app, or picking up the phone to talk with someone who actually knows your name, First Security is there. They offer smart tools like mobile banking, bill pay, and mobile check deposit, along with thoughtful solutions like flex banking for kids, checking built for small businesses, and local mortgage lenders who guide you through the home buying process. Choose the power of personal. Bank better at First Security. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
You and Bart are going to be rolling around in the home.
Okay.
Now let's not get carried away.
Well, that's a great topic.
You're putting
That is a
years on me here.
Well, hold on though. That's a great topic. You in a assisted living home, and you holding court, and you being pissed off at people. That's a great topic.
Bart's
What does
gonna have an
Bart
illegal
look like
pudding
at
racket.
86? What does an 86-year-old Bart look like in an assisted living home where he's in there holding court and telling people that he's going to run the place? He's going to run the place, and then he's going to maybe get thrown out. Do people get thrown out of assisted living?
They do.
places?
They do. There are many, and I'm one of them. You've been through this with your parents, and I went through it with both my parents. You see some of the most incredible things, some of the funniest things you've ever seen in your life. I mean, and all you can do is laugh when you get in that situation. And I suspect Bart will provide a few of those moments when the time comes, and I hope I do too.
I can see it. Can you see it, Bart?
No, not right now.
Come on, that's way too far out for Bart. Bart should not think about that.
Well,
Right?
yeah. I'm just talking about you and dealing with people. And get out of my room.
Well, I mean, look, nobody wants to be invaded.
There will always
Well,
be
the good
another
part is you
Dutch
can
house.
say those things at that age and
People brush it
completely
off.
get away with it. I mean, completely get away.
Can you imagine Bart having a podcast at 86 and completely saying
The
whatever
whole
he
world's
wants?
going to hell in a
the whole-
handbasket.
whatever he wants to say. Totally, kind of like the show, but you just another level.
Yeah.
Just on another level. The Chuck and Bo Show on demand is driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Catch up on all 3 hours with the podcast version on Spotify and Apple. Just search for the Chuck and Bo Show.
Previously heard on Chuck and Bo.
If you're looking for one of these shows that just sort of eases into it in the morning, you're not quite awake for this. I mean, you might just start picking us up around 6:30 because we just dive right in.
I've been up a while.
I'm not sure I'm ready for it. I'm talking to the person listening right now that their alarm goes off with the Chuck and Bo Show.
Yeah.
By the way, that's half of America. I don't know if you've seen the ratings. That's half of America.
Astronomical.
It's Chuck and Bo, Fox News, and then whatever else.
And it's close at the top. Don't kid yourself.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I would resist the urge to drink this morning.
Stop. I'm done.
You said a lot of good things there.
Well, I don't know if I said one good thing.
I met a guy last night. Love y'all to death.
You mind if I share?
I'm looking forward to it.
The show of record for Razorback fans.
At my Sunday school, and first thing he says when we hop in the car, he says, "What's heard on the Chuck and Bo Show?"
It's too early for this kind of conversation. I'm still half asleep.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Mattingly.
Now I'm ready for the World Cup. Bart's gone to get breakfast, and we discovered one of our options was a World Cup meal or a World Cup breakfast, whatever it's called.
Yep.
And so we've got 4 World Cup breakfasts on the way
From
McDonald's.
McDonald's.
That's as all American
Well,
as
it's
it gets.
America. We're all
I mean, they're
Americans.
practically chanting USA
Yeah.
right now as Bart's driving through.
McDonald's for breakfast, hot dog for lunch.
Maybe a burger,
hamburger on the grill
for dinner.
A burger on the grill, right before they start the game.
Where's the
match
right
or
before,
whatever?
I was gonna
it is.
say kickoff.
Yeah, I was going to say kickoff or drop the puck or whatever it is they do in soccer to start the match.
First kick.
Yeah, first kick. Whatever that
is that what it's called?
No idea.
Bart would know, but he's going to get
I know.
I think it's a kickoff. I think
it is kickoff, actually, yes.
Pro-Land breakfast title, getting World Cup breakfast for
World
everyone
Cup
today.
breakfast all around.
Paul Feinbaum joins us at 7:15. A Pro-Land title, by the way, can help you get it done every day. Independently owned. That gives them the ability to put their clients first. They can help you get transactions done. They can say yes. Other companies may not be able to, because of their relationships with a huge range of national underwriters. If you're looking to close, you need help closing. 45 offices in Arkansas. Cheer for the Pigs. Close with the pros. Pro-Land Title. ProLandTitle.com. So Texas Tech is front and center, as it has been all week. Paul Feinbaum will join us on that and more. Ross Dellinger, who's covering all of the things happening in college athletics, Texas Tech to the White House to Congress and everything in between, will join us at 8 o'clock. And we got time for your calls, thoughts, text in the meantime at 877-377-6963. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. At some point in our conversation with Paul and with Ross, there's a pretty good chance one of the questions is going to be, how do you think this ultimately ends? Where do you think we end up? And that's been, and it's a legitimate question. It's a good question. And I'll bet we've heard 100 answers over the course of the last year, 2 years. I've yet to listen to anyone who, now there are some who I think probably have a better idea than others, but I've not heard anyone to this point so far say, well, I think this is how it's going to end. And I think, well, I do too. Because the truth is I have no earthly idea how this is going. Yeah. People say, well, how's this going to end? I don't know.
College football going to be in 3 years?
Who knows? Yeah, who knows?
It's wild. We say, I don't know if I have a better word. I mean, it's unlike, I think I heard an AD talking about this the other day. When the Broadcasting Act came in 60 or whatever it was, we've had more change in the last 5 years of college athletics than we've seen in the previous century.
Oh, yes.
And we're not done.
No.
And college athletics is about to have an identity that it's not previously had before. Whatever that's going to look like, it will be unlike anything anybody has seen before. It already is.
I'm beginning to wonder, is the money in the controversy or is the money in the solution? I don't know. It's college football has never been more front and center than it is right now. I don't know that there's ever been a point where college football has driven a lot of the sports conversation the way it does now. Not every day, but many days. Now, it's not for the football itself. It's for all the things that are going on around the game. At the same time, if you ask the average college football fan, is the game headed in the right direction? They're going to tell you no. In fact, some of them are going to say absolutely not. But yet, it is the driver now more than ever. And that is because the controversy is what the opinion is what drives all this and moves the needle. And so I do wonder, and that's why I say sometimes I'm not as positive as everybody else that there's going to be a solution that solves all this, because I don't know that that'd be as much fun.
By the way, Jeffrey Kessler made a statement to this effect. Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton made a statement or sent a letter to the Big 12 and the board of directors that notified the league it would be exposed to substantial liability if it takes action against Texas Tech for playing Brendan Sorsby. So we've talked about, what can the Big 12 do? And Kessler saying if they do anything at all, they'll be violating the court order, and they'll come after them next.
See, I think what's going on right now is a bunch of, this is all hollow to me. Those schools are not going to forfeit games to Texas Tech. They're not going to not play Texas Tech. They're not going to pay a financial penalty. They're not going to stand on principle and say that, we're going to lose money and not play Texas Tech. They're all just blowing and going right now when they say that. And they know that, just like the Attorney General. The state of Texas, I mean, they can say what they want about this, but I don't know that they're going to have a big hand ultimately in how it's decided. Jeffrey Kessler's been around since the O.J. Simpson days. I mean, he represented the Goldmans in the civil trial against O.J. back in the 90s. I'm not saying he's not a great attorney. I'm sure he is, but he is a publicity-seeking attorney. He is a high-profile attorney. Looks for high-profile cases. Ken Paxton's running for the U.S. Senate right now. There's so much stuff on the periphery here that it adds to the circus, and it's as West Texas as it gets.
Meanwhile, Brett Yormark says that the Big 12 is meeting, and they're having a board meeting, and they're discussing potential sanctions, and everything's on the table. So we'll see what happens if the Big 12 does anything at all. None of this would matter if we had an appeal coming up.
No,
if
you're
we
right.
Get an appeal on the books.
Well, but here's the thing. I don't know how many people thought this ruling would come down. There's the assumption, and a lot of people have it now and have made it that the appeal process is not going to work in Swordsby's favor. Well, how do we know that? I mean, how do we know that?
Does anybody buy that Texas Tech's really trying to help their athletes out? Like, really just this is a case of just supporting the athlete. In other words, when I ask if anybody buys it, I look at everybody sitting around that table. The external AD, the health and wellness director, Kirby Holcutt, Joey McGuire, the president. If any of those guys at that table are trying to get another job in 5 years, will this moment be held against them or will it be for them? Just real quick. I don't know the answer to that.
Yeah.
But I want. Would you be comfortable sitting around that table? You work for Texas Tech. You're asked to come in and do this conversation.
Well,
it's kind of like putting you in a spot. What if I lose my job?
I would
here in
say
2
as
years?
little as possible.
Yeah.
I'll put it that way. I'd try to hide over in the corner.
Yeah. 7:10. Paul Feinbaum is going to join us next. We'll get into some headlines later at the bottom of the hour, and Ross Dellinger at 8 o'clock. It's the Chuck and Bo Show on a Friday. I don't even know now. I don't even know what I was about to say.
We were talking about.
It was profound.
What were we talking about?
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Great people, great prices, and plenty to pick from. You get it all at Fayetteville Auto Park. Acura, Chevys, Hondas, Toyotas, even a collision center, all at one location. Shop new, used, and certified pre-owned. Plus, Fayetteville Auto Park has hundreds of new and pre-owned automobiles with big discounts starting at under $30,000. Shop our complete selection online at FayettevilleAutopark.com. That's FayettevilleAutopark.com.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
For over 20 years, ProLand Title has been making title insurance easy for Arkansas families. Founded right here in Arkansas with over 45 offices statewide, our team of title insurance veterans will work alongside you every step of the way. They're independently owned, so their only priority is you. ProLand Title can say yes when others can't. Cheer for the pigs, close with the pros. Visit ProLandTitle.com to get a quote today.
Still searching for the perfect summer getaway? Mountain Home Arkansas might just be your answer. Wake up in the Ozark Hills. Hit the White River at sunrise, world-class fishing, hiking, trails, kayaking, and when the sun goes down, it's the kind of quiet you forgot existed. 2 lakes, 1 great town. All right here in the Arkansas Ozarks. Check it out at enjoymountainhome.com. Mountain Home Arkansas, where the outdoors is a way of life.
He's Chuck Barrett.
He's Bo Mattingly.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Customer service is a buzzword. People just throw it out there. What is it to you?
Showing up when you say you're going to show up, returning phone calls, providing the service that you promised to provide. Because, I mean, if we're all asking to get paid for what we're doing, we need to do what we're getting paid for. And do it with a good attitude and being responsible, not only responsible to show up, but responsible to the relationship.
A relationship you can count on from Clay Maxey and the folks at Teamwork Roofing and Construction. TeamworkBuilt.com. Built on quality, powered by Teamwork.
You know, fine jewelry is about more than just a beautiful piece. It's about the experience of finding it. I did that with Blakeman's. They are the official jeweler of the Arkansas Razorbacks. Blakeman's has been Northwest Arkansas's trusted destination for exceptional jewelry, providing our community with over 35 years of personalized service, world-class diamonds, and crafted custom pieces. Discover the difference of a true luxury experience at Blakeman's Fine Jewelry in Rogers. Blakeman's, where Arkansas gets engaged.
For over 20 years, ProLand Title has been making title insurance easy for Arkansas families. Founded right here in Arkansas with over 45 offices statewide, our team of title insurance veterans will work alongside you every step of the way. They're independently owned, so their only priority is you. ProLand Title can say yes when others can't. Cheer for the pigs, close with the pros. Visit ProLandTitle.com to get a quote today.
Imagine raising your family somewhere safe, welcoming, and genuinely beautiful, where the kids have room to roam, the neighbors know your name, and the weekends are spent on the golf course, the lake, or the trails. That's Big Creek Golf and Country Club in Mountain Home, Arkansas, a vibrant community with year-round events for all ages, world-class outdoor recreation, and brand new home sites now available for families ready to put down roots. Small town, big life. Visit BigCreekGolf.com today and get more info.
Never miss a moment of the show thanks to the Chuck and Bo Show on Demand, driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Stream the podcast version of the show on Spotify or Apple. Just search for the Chuck and Bo Show. My biorhythms were like screaming over the weekend. I'm not going to lie to you. I felt it the minute I walked into the casino Thursday night. I knew it was going to be well. I knew things were going to go well. I could feel it.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
7:15 on a Friday. Paul Feinbaum, the voice of the SEC Network and a voice for many of college football, and sets the tone on many opinions, and he's joining us now. Paul, thanks for making time for us on a Friday. Have you been able to even find a moment to talk sports in the last 2 or 3 weeks on the Paul Feinbaum Show?
No, I mean, my best moment, Chuck and Bo, came on Wednesday night. I was in Charlotte. We were doing an SEC show. I think it was the 14th show we've done revealing the 2026 schedule. And I couldn't get Wi-Fi, but fortunately the guy next. Yeah, exactly. The €100 check hour, and the guy across the aisle from me. I don't know how he figured out he had Wi-Fi on his laptop and phone, so I was able to watch the last quarter of the Knicks game, which was truly remarkable. Not so much that I was up 30,000 feet in the air. And I had just a drunk Knicks fan jumping up and down, but I didn't hear the name Brendan Sorsby one time.
Yeah, right. Oh, man. Okay, I got to ask you how you sum up. I mean, to me, we were talking about it earlier. It feels like a bit of a Saturday Night Live skit we're watching. I thought Stuart Mandel had a good tweet wondering if we're all being trolled. Is this real? How do you sum up what we're watching happen at Texas Tech?
Well, it's pretty simply college football in 2026, and what I don't understand is the outrage, Bo, because the sport is a disaster. Everyone has said this now ad nauseum for about 5 years, and it just seems like every time it can't go any lower, it manages to. But I blame it all on Cody Campbell. I think every single thing in the world that has gone wrong, from the Mideast to China to Korea to the price of gasoline, is all Cody Campbell's fault.
He's destroyed the world at the age of 44. Yeah. I mean, he's accomplished all that,
and he's quite proud of it.
Yeah. That's the sad part.
Yeah, and it seems though they are. I was asking Chuck, if you were one of these guys at the round table that they put out the video from that round table, would you fear for your future in athletics? Or is this just the norm now?
And what really got me, and listen, you guys are in the industry, so you'll understand. Last week they were I don't know who they are, but they were pushing Ted Cruz on. I mean, is there a podcast in America that Ted Cruz wasn't on last week? But he wasn't on our show because we don't normally take politicians. So they kept, they said this one. Finally, they came to us the other day, this New York PR firm or Washington, and said, "Hey, would you like to talk to Randy Levine?" And I'm like, "Well, I know who that is. I'm a Yankees fan. He's the idiot who's in charge of the New York Yankees, who haven't won a World Series since 2009. So yeah, I got a few questions about the closer for the Yankees. So he comes on just like a typical blowhard New York lawyer and starts talking about how great it is. And I finally, after he blames Greg Sankey and everybody, I started asking him some questions, and he said, that roundtable at the White House was just an introductory session. Everybody was invited, and I'm like going, you didn't have a single student athlete. And by the way, I hate to use that word, but I did just because that's the word he was using. Not that I care about bipartisanship, but that's what you're selling. You had one Democrat. I said, no, that was not a big deal. I'm like, it was at the White House, man. It wasn't at a Drury Inn in Long Island, and it got into a bit of a shouting match. And I'm like, going, why is a New Yorker trying to sell the Southern? And then he kept defending Cody Campbell, and I said, Cody Campbell is so great for college athletics. He's taking shots at Sankey. He's taking shots at Kirby Smart. He's taking shots at this guy. And he goes, "Oh, I haven't seen them." I said, "Well, I'll be happy to forward his tweets to you. I mean, if X doesn't make it into the Bronx, I mean, but it was just so. But that's where we are right now. That's the lead spokesman for college football, the president of the New York Yankees.
Why? Like, what in the world? What? Okay, there's so many places we can go. Where do you think we end up?
Well, I don't think we're going to end up with the Senate bill because I hate to think that we don't have another path other than depending on the government to bail us out. And I know that's what everybody says, but I mean at some point it will work out. Listen, I know you hear collective bargaining, you hear employment, all these things that are part and parcel. But I can't be concerned about the future of college athletics. I mean, we have survived, and I think we will continue to survive. And by the way, Randy Levine mentioned the Arkansas tennis team before he quickly corrected himself. Can you imagine the New York Yankees president being concerned whether Arkansas has a tennis team?
That's incredible.
Yeah.
I don't know how he's involved at all.
Hey, Paul.
Well, let me tell you, and this is not political here because nobody wants to talk politics. He's a good friend of the president, and the president took over without really understanding what the issues were, and now here we are.
Hey, when you
That's
talk
the president of the United States, by the way.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Focusing on the Sorsby case, what if the appeal? Okay. What if the appeal is he can't play, and what if the appeals court says he can't play? Does this issue betting on games, things like this, is it quickly? I mean, do we turn our attention to the season? Does it go away? Do we continue to focus on this? What happens if the appeals court takes care of this for us, so to speak?
Well, number one, first thing that happens is those 4 Texas Tech graduates on the appeals court lose their season tickets.
Yeah.
The second thing is that I'm sure Jeffrey Kessler, who is his attorney, will find he'll probably find another court. I wouldn't be the least bit surprised. I mean, whether it's the Supreme Court or the World Court or the People's Court. I don't know. I mean, to me, what the mistake Texas Tech keeps making is they just keep protesting too much. I mean, you heard all the statements the other day, and then I didn't really watch it because I just couldn't handle it. But I mean, the 5 of them last night on social media, the president and company. I mean, they did this little seance where they're trying to explain their reasoning. I mean, you guys understand public law. You get one shot at getting your message out. They're on about their 9th approach to try to clean this mess up.
And you said it. College athletics has been a mess for a long time, and it probably will continue to be a mess. And why is it so? What makes it so bulletproof? Like in any other business, this is going to have to be fixed or the business is going to go under. But not here.
That's exactly how I feel. Remember during the Wall Street crisis in 2008, you heard the phrase "too big to fail." Well, you know what? I don't really care if the Kansas football team plays this year. I mean, if they don't have the money, then big deal. Same for an SEC school. I mean, this is survival of the fittest, and you just have to figure it out. I mean, by the way, it doesn't seem to be affecting the University of Florida. I know you guys saw that story yesterday.
Yeah.
What a $1.3 billion renovation. Help me, guys. I remember the Jerry's World in Arlington. That didn't cost that much.
No,
I mean, how is the renovations to the Swamp cost more than AT&T Stadium?
Well, then they said it'll double the $75 million ATM machine that's printing money for them right now by doing this.
Yeah, hey, Scott Strickland, you have to start printing some winning coaches. You've had 4 of the worst coaches in a row I've ever seen in college football.
There's another topic. How does Florida keep taking coaches and ruining their careers?
I don't know. And on that SEC show Wednesday night that I know you guys didn't watch because the Knicks game was opposite it. We were talking about how great John Summerall was. And by the way, I remember talking about how great Billy Napier was and Dan Mullen was, and I've lost track of all the coaches before that because Will Muschamp. I'm sorry, with all due respect. Well, you were great too.
Yeah, he did get. Did he get to a Did Will Muschamp get to a championship game, or I can't remember?
No, he didn't. Excuse me. Jim McElwain was also. No, Jim McElwain did get to a championship game.
Yeah. It's remarkable. You think Florida is such a good program, and then coaches just go there, and that's kind of the end for them. But anyhow, Paul Feinbaum's with us. You were talking football the other night. You guys were talking scheduling. Listen, we are in Arkansas, as you know, and you're familiar with Arkansas. Having grown up in Memphis, I got to ask you: Do you think from a scheduling standpoint? Arkansas fans, I think, legitimately feel like they get a lousy schedule every year. Do you feel like, from a scheduling standpoint, the SEC schedules to try to keep the best teams at the top nationally, so they give that perennial power lesser opponents as often or frequently as they can, which in this case means Arkansas would have a lot, tougher schedule than some. I realize that when you're not very good, everything's a tough schedule, but I think you understand what I'm asking.
Oh, you just said it. Arkansas's problem with the schedule every year, they don't get to play Arkansas. And it's just, I understand. I don't believe the SEC purposely does this. And maybe because I've sat in that office in Birmingham before and had them explain it to us, especially last September when the original schedule reveal. I mean, we had quite an orientation on how that came about. And you've talked about it 1,000 times, so I'm last on the block here. I don't know why you just, if you're Hunter Yurachek, you just don't get rid of that Utah game. Mm-hmm. There's no value in it. There's just none. I mean, I love those games, but right now you got to find wins for your new coach. And just buy out of it, and then you don't have to complain about playing at whatever time, 10:15 at night Eastern time, even though I'm pretty sure Fayetteville's on Central time, and the game is being played on Mountain time or West Coast time. So where you got screwed is not that game. I'd just go ahead and forfeit that game. Is the Georgia game. Because that is a big game, and nobody likes 11 o'clock games. But I think from a television standpoint, they're going, okay, we can put Georgia in that early window on the road, and it's an attractive game.
Paul Greg Sankey, pretty defiant coming out of spring meetings. SEC still the best in football. It's the bottom half that makes us stronger. Who has the better year this fall? What do you think?
I appreciate what he said. But I sitting here today, and as we were working our way toward media days, I'm hard pressed to pick the SEC to win the national championship. I know I've done that like every year of my life, so maybe I'll be right by being wrong. But I think I think there are 3 teams in the Big Ten right now that I like more than the best SEC team, and that's obviously Oregon, Ohio State. What's the other one? I can't even remember. But
Is Indiana going to be good again? Is Indiana going to be good?
Yeah, I fell into that trap of thinking they were Indiana. There's 2 teams in the Big Ten I would rank. I'm not falling down the rabbit hole again this year with Indiana.
Yeah, no repeat for Cignetti.
He's really good, but I think the chance of that happen. I mean, if you thought last year was the biggest story in college football, if they could win it again, that would end college football.
Yeah, that'd be the only thing that apparently can. What has happened with the SEC and the Big Ten and the lack of dominance that we saw for a period of time? It seems like the portal and NIL coincides with the change or the shift in these perennial powers.
Well, everyone points toward Nick Saban, but it isn't so much Nick Saban being at Alabama. It's Nick Saban being able to stockpile his teams at Alabama from 2009 really until about 2020. You guys know this because Arkansas used to play Alabama every year, and in 2016, if Arkansas is playing Alabama, Alabama's second team defensive line would have been all SEC anywhere else. So they were so deep, especially defensively. And by the way, same at wide. I mean, Alabama once on its roster, I think, had 4 first-round wide receivers. They had Heisman Trophy winners, a couple of Heisman Trophy winners at running back. In 2020, the year Devontae Smith won the Heisman and Alabama won the national championship, Alabama had 3 of the top 5 Heisman finalists. Mm-hmm. They don't have that anymore. I mean, you can look at one of these magazines at the grocery store, and you're lucky if you can find one Alabama player on the first team All-American team.
Yeah, no more stockpiling. All right, we'll get you out of here with the obligatory Arkansas question. What do you think as you guys go through the football previews that we had to SEC Media Days? Everybody wants to know what kind of years Ryan Silverfield going to have in year 1.
Yeah, Bo, I've been on your show many, many times in June and July, and I've always said the same thing. I see somewhere between 7 and 10 wins. Not this year. I studied that schedule pretty hard the other night, and I am, as much as I want to be optimistic, because I am in business trying to get all 16 fan bases to watch and listen to our show. I have. You guys help me here. I have not found 6 wins on that schedule.
Well, only through the eyes of rose-colored glasses, I guess, could you logically come up with that. But, the thing is, we don't have any idea what everybody's roster looks like either. That's what's different about the portal. I don't really know these players on Arkansas's team. I mean, outside of a few of them.
But I do like Silverfield. I've known him a while. I mean, he survived a really tough situation in Memphis. I used to go there a lot speaking, and there was one year they were about to run him off, and he turned it around. I admire the guy who can save himself, and I think that would be good for his experience at Arkansas. I mean, I like the change. I'm pretty optimistic, but what he needs is his AD to quit screaming at the wind and find more money and more support for that football program.
Paul, it strikes me that we just did 15 minutes and talked, college athletics and the SEC and Lane Kiffin's name did not come up.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy. Yeah. That tells you where we are, that we didn't even get a chance to talk about Kiffin.
And here's my only regret, guys, as I close. He wanted him. He recruited him. I'm just sorry that Lane Kiffin didn't sign Brendan Sorsby at LSU.
That would be awesome.
That is sad. That is sad when you think about it. Paul, thank you. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Enjoy your show, and appreciate your time.
Always a pleasure, guys. See you
soon. Always. Paul Feinbaum, the best. Love having him on. 7:32. We're brought to you in part by Teamwork Roofing and Construction. TeamworkBuilt.com is the website. 0 down, 0%, 12-month financing options available. If you need help with your deductible, they can do that as well. Check out their financing options, teamworkbuilt.com. Built on quality, powered by teamwork.
You know, see, this is what the Chuck and Bo Show is. You just show up and have coffee with you.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Life is better with community banking from First Security, where personal connections make a difference every day. Families get bankers who know their names, know their needs, and love to help. Businesses work with responsive lenders who make fast local decisions that help build success. And communities thrive with First Security because our team is rooted here too. Choose the power of personal. First Security. Bank better. fsbank.com, member FDIC.
Getting the job done means tough and reliable equipment, and that's what WT Equipment is known for. A locally family-owned dealership with 4 locations across Arkansas, and always ready to help you get the job done. WT Equipment carries the brands you trust, like the legendary Bobcat and more, and they're offering aggressive pricing on skid steers and mini excavators. Whether you need equipment, implements, or powerful Bobcats, the friendly team at WT Equipment is ready to help. Visit WTEquip.com.
It's the Chuck and Bo Show. We're just kind of wading through it, figuring it out with you this morning.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
What has the impact been? I mean, we could talk about, you know, I know you wanted to win more games and how hard you guys fought in that game against Nebraska and how much it probably took out of you. We could go with all that. But what has it been like in the aftermath here since you've gotten home? You're talking to people, I'm sure, you know, about next year and all that. What do you think the impact was of getting to go to the College World Series for the first year on this continuous journey you've got the Arkansas softball program on?
Well, I think we're still feeling the impact. I think it's been incredible to see the reach. Obviously, we were the most viewed opening day game in World Series history. So there's so many people that got to see our fight and all of that. But, you know, I think, you know, we'll be in a lot of recruiting conversations starting next week, and I think that we're going to really feel that impact because that was the only thing you couldn't check with our program. You know, it's a place where you're going to be loved, you're going to be pushed, you're going to be developed, you're going to play elite softball, you're going to win a lot of games. And there was like, they haven't been to the series. And now we've checked that, and we know how to get there, and experiencing getting there is so valuable. And so, you know, I think it's been amazing to feel and see, and my phone is still going, of just the outpouring of support and encouragement for our program, how we do things, what we did, the amazing year we had, but how we do things is really refreshing to a lot of people. And for me, it's great to hear that, but like, I know that, you know, so so it's been fun. It's been overwhelming, just the amount of just communication, text message, calls, all of it. And then I'm hoping we can continue to feel that impact as we need momentum as we go into the portal and all those things.
Looking for the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits? Macadoodles or Guess Who in Bentonville has you covered.
Having what they came down here for in stock on the shelf is very important. You're going to find everything that you could possibly want. I've heard customers tell me, Bo, over the years that they may be sitting around, somebody brings up some weird name whiskey, and somebody will chime in and say, well, if anybody's got it, it's going to be Macadoodles.
Macadoodles, just north of Bella Vista at the state line, and Guess Who in Bentonville.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
When you're looking for tough, reliable equipment for people you trust, WT Equipment delivers. WT Equipment is a local, family-owned dealership with 8 locations across Arkansas, and they've built their reputation by carrying the brands you know and depend on. From Bobcat to New Holland, Hustler, and Steel, they have the equipment and implements to get the job done right. Whether you're tackling a big job or everyday work, WT Equipment offers a full lineup of Bobcat machines built for power and performance, including compact compact track loaders, skid steers, excavators, and more. Their lots are packed and ready to move with special deals you don't want to miss. Bobcat is the industry leader, tough, reliable, and built to handle any job you throw at. Nobody does light construction or hay and forage better than WT Equipment. Backed by trusted service and support long after the sale. Stop by your nearest WT Equipment location today or log on to WTEquip.com. Tools you trust and people you know.
Never miss a moment of the show thanks to the Chuck and Bo Show on demand, driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Stream the podcast version of the show on Spotify or Apple. Just search for the Chuck and Bo Show. If you listen closely, you can actually hear society crumbling. If you listen closely,
You can.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I don't know that I've ever felt more American after that World Cup breakfast.
We needed some breakfast.
Wow.
We've always got a decision when it comes to breakfast. Bart said McDonald's
We got World
is
Cup
Americana. And not only did he decide to go to McDonald's, but the sound you hear is me opening my gift from
Is
McDonald's.
there anything more American than McDonald's? I mean,
It is.
really, for breakfast.
So,
Seriously.
Bart, what
Look
did
at
you
this.
get?
For those watching us on YouTube or Twitter, these are collectible World Cup cups, and they're wrapped up with a McDonald's sign and the Hamburglar.
The Hamburglar,
stealing
right there.
the World Cup
yes.
trophy, running
clever.
away with it.
So you're looking at you're looking at, hey, what do you guys want from McDonald's? And then you said, whoa, hang on a second.
Are all the cups different?
They might be.
Yes, I think there's different
You said we have a what? What McDonald's
World
has this
Cup
morning?
meal.
So Chuck's like, well, that's it. We didn't even ask what was in there.
Yeah, we
It
didn't have
turns
to
out
know.
we had a choice:
You got cups.
sausage biscuit or sausage McMuffin.
Which player did you guys get on yours?
I have no idea who this.
I was afraid you were going to ask me.
Lamin Yamal.
Oh no, he's Spain.
That's who
Spain.
Bo and I got the
He's
same
a
one.
superstar.
Oh, we get
Henry?
superstar.
I got
Superstar.
Henry.
Henry.
Henri.
Henri.
Yeah,
Henri.
I thought it
doesn't-
might be Henri.
He doesn't.
Paraguay.
He doesn't play anymore.
Oh, he doesn't? Well, why
no.
is his picture on here then?
Well, I mean, he's one of the legends of the sport.
Oh, so I got a Legends
You
cup.
got a
Oh, you
Legends
got like a
cup.
legacy.
Yeah, okay. Henri.
And,
Who did you get, Bart?
Morning. I got Davis. I think this is Alfonso Davis.
Household name.
I think.
I can't believe you don't know it, Bart.
No, it is Alfonso Davis. I was right.
I felt it. What'd you do? What'd you do?
He's
trying to hit you with a wrapper.
He's
I
Canadian.
felt it behind my dome.
I got
What's going on?
the Canadian guy.
Yeah.
So y'all got Chuck got a legend, you guys got a superstar, and I got a Canadian guy.
Start your day.
Does
with the
he
World Cup.
actually have
breakfast.
McDonald's braces in real life? Do you think you see that
No.
detail on there?
No, I don't.
Golden arch braces.
That's pretty awesome.
I don't think so.
How about that? Yeah,
there's
this
a lot
is
of there's
fantastic.
a lot of detail.
I got to tell you, that hit the spot too.
It really did.
I mean, look at that. That hit
This
the
is
spot.
a nice cup too.
That
like
is
just,
that is.
It's a
Listen,
sturdy.
you can do a lot of things.
This
for
isn't no
breakfast today.
cheap promo.
No, this,
I'm
this
saying
is
thumbs up on the World Cup breakfast.
a
I
Coca-
think it's great.
A Coca-Cola.
God bless
A
America.
Coca-Cola would taste amazing in this cup.
I just put my Diet Coke in there.
Did you?
Yeah.
Every bit of that.
And it's even better than it was
Yeah.
in the to-go cup.
It's a good idea.
Yeah.
I think I'll do the same thing.
There you go.
I just like to
This is
say,
great.
having had that breakfast, it really hit the spot.
8 o'clock
Yeah, we're
tonight.
gonna be even
8
better
o'clock
than
tonight
this
on
Diet Coke.
Fox.
That's good audio.
Arkansas. The
Arkansas.
USA.
Arkansas and
The
Paraguay.
Razorbacks in Paraguay play tonight.
How about that? Do you feel like an American or what?
Yeah,
Do you
absolutely.
feel ready to root USA or what? Somebody play the national anthem. I mean, can somebody
Play the fight song.
Can somebody
Somebody play the fight song.
Play the fight song.
Let's play our national anthem.
There we go.
Yeah. Yes.
USA. USA.
SEC. SEC.
We're gonna
SEC.
chant SEC
Go
at the
Hawks,
World
go.
Cup.
We're so
Go
confused. We're so confused.
What do we do?
So tonight at 8 o'clock on Fox,
You're calling the Hogs.
the Razorbacks play Paraguay.
Spin,
Oh, my God.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
That's the best part of that clip. That really is. If you're looking for a place to watch the game, Bart's hosting a watch party tonight at Walk-Ons.
Are you
gonna go
really?
to Walk-Ons in Fayetteville? Are you up for that?
Are you going to host, Bart?
I'll get us a table. You host the party.
Sure.
I mean, we're only going to have, well, I mean,
It'll be the table
there's a
right
lot
under
of
the
tables.
American
There's a lot of
flag.
tables at Walk-Ons, but we'll have you, one of those high tops over
Oh,
there
yeah.
by the bar with his USA jersey on. Yeah, I think they'll allow you to bring the McDonald's World Cup in. And what a great idea. by
Pour
the
me
way.
a flight.
Yeah, give me
Seriously.
some flight
Pour
on
me a
tap.
flight.
That's
In
that
my
is-
Lamine
that's how you
Yamal
do it.
cup,
That's how you do it right there. It's America.
I think I got to root for Spain now.
America.
Look at this guy.
No.
He's
that's-
like 19 or
You can-
20.
Do you guys root for other countries in the World Cup? Do you, Bart?
Well, Bart bets on it.
I'm rooting
Well,
for the. I'm rooting for the Scots.
I root,
Bart's for whoever he's got
I
money
mean,
on.
I obviously root for the U.S., but I'll root for like the teams where my forefathers came from.
Oh,
too.
really?
So
you like think it through.
If Ireland was in the World Cup, I'd be pulling for Ireland.
Yeah.
They're not, but Germany is. So I'll
Pulling
I'll,
for the Germans,
I'll,
huh?
I'll pull for them too.
Bart won his first bet. South Africa.
Yeah, South Africa.
Lost last night. Mexico beat him.
No,
No, it's South Korea.
South Korea.
Yeah.
South Korea won. That was the bet.
Oh,
Yeah,
South
he's
Korea
pro
win.
South Korea.
I forgot there were two games.
One of my all-time favorite players plays for South Korea. So
Oh, really? And who would that be?
Heung-min Son.
Okay.
Is he on one of these cups?
Is he on a cup?
I
Does he have
don't
his
know.
own
I don't know
cup?
if he has a cup.
Are
He
there any
should.
USA guys on these cups?
I'm sure.
good
I'm
players.
sure Christian Pulisic is
Can you name 5 players on the
Here
US
we go.
on the
Here
U.S.
we
team.
go.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. Who's the goalie?
The goal. Well, it might be Matt Turner. Would be my guess is who starts. Freeze also might play some. I don't know.
Sounds like
But
we don't
Turner's-
have one.
Yeah.
No, Turner's been kind of the guy.
They say if you got two goalies, you don't have one.
Turner's been the guy.
Exactly.
Matt Turner's
That's
been
what
the
I was
guy.
thinking.
That's what they say.
Let's see. We've
Is
got,
there anybody else that's an and/or that where we don't have a
No.
position?
No, we
Or-
pretty much have.
Are we any good?
Yeah, we're plenty good. We're a top 20 team in the like world rankings.
So we're 20th in the World Cup.
No, we're.
So how
higher
many-
than-
Would we be in it if we weren't hosting?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
All right.
you'd have to qualify. You never know, but
But you
yes.
don't have to qualify when
Are
you're
we
the
gonna
hosting
win?
team. Is
are
that
we gonna
right?
win the whole thing?
Yes.
Sure.
Are we going to be winners? Are we going to be winners and fighters during the World Cup? How's this going to go?
That's what I want to know. I agree.
Wait, Bart, who did you say your favorite player was on South Korea?
Ricky Bobby.
Sun Heung-min.
Yeah, he's on a cup.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
I need that
So
cup.
so is Grimace. I wish I got
Oh.
that coat. That.
Oh,
that one.
that's
like the
exciting.
purple guy.
Yeah.
The purple guy.
I think having the Hamburglar on the wrapper was pretty cute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was good. Man, what a
Did,
breakfast.
did you want more players, or
Ronald
did
isn't
you
on
did
here.
you?
Yeah, I want some more players.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, let me write them down so I can remember who they are. I can
Christian
sound
Pulisic.
smart
So we
watching
got
the
those
game.
two goalies.
Kurt-
So
we got-
Turner, one of them. Is
Yeah,
that what you
Matt
said?
Turner.
Yeah.
Matt Turner.
He'll likely be the starter.
Okay.
He was at the last World Cup, I believe. for
Okay,
us.
veteran.
Hope he does well.
Christian
World Cup
Pulisic.
veteran.
Christian
Pulisic.
Yep.
Pulisic.
He's probably the best player on the team.
Pulisic. Okay.
Best
I
player
thought it
on
was
the team.
Pulisic. Pulisic.
Wow.
The pronunciation changes every 4 years. I feel like.
Pull.
Um,
Yeah, pull.
let's see.
Pule.
Weston McKennie will be in the midfield alongside
Good
Tyler
kid.
Adams.
Good kid, Weston
Yeah.
McKinney.
Let's see. Giovanni Reina will probably come in off the bench at some point. Tim Weah probably as well off the bench.
What are you giving me all the bench guys for?
Serginho Dest will start probably on the right.
Who?
Serginho Dest.
Serginho.
that-
Dest.
Dest. D-E-S-T.
D-E-S-T. He'll probably start on the right as either a right back or a right wing back,
Do any
depending
of
on
these
the
guys
formation
have
we
like
play.
famous relatives or anything that we might know?
Well,
We don't know
not,
any of these
Not
people.
that you would know. No, probably not.
Well,
Anthony Robinson will probably start on the left flank.
Anthony Robinson.
Anthony.
Oh, I'm sorry. Anthony.
Is that David Robinson's kid?
It is not. Corey played
any-
football at Notre Dame.
any
Actually.
relation? Any relation
Not
to
that I'm
David
aware of. Yeah.
It's just like, I'm looking for connections. I'm
you
just
gotta have
trying
the
to
human
connect it
interest
to the
aspect.
American people. Any former Razorbacks?
Definitely not.
Anybody from the
There's
SEC?
no men's soccer team.
Is there
at
anyone from the
Arkansas.
SEC?
Yeah, we have the SEC flavor.
What about a Southern state?
There, Big
Just in
Ten.
general.
We have any Big Ten?
Maybe.
Anyone
I'm sure
from-
there is.
Anyone
Yeah.
from a southern state?
SEC.
Do you have more opinions today? Do you have more things that we haven't gotten to?
Hell yeah, brother.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Did you know Chevy of Fayetteville is the #1 volume dealer in Northwest Arkansas? That means nobody sells more cars, trucks, or SUVs than Chevy of Fayetteville. They've been a part of our community for over 25 years. They're supporters of our local schools and the Razorbacks. And they're the best after the sale. An award-winning service and parts department, a waiting area, complimentary loaners. So go see Chris Mark in Denver and the team at Chevy of Fayetteville, inside the Fayetteville Auto Park.
With Arkansas baseball, softball, and basketball seasons in full swing, there's no better place to catch all the action than Walk On Sports Bistro. With more than 60 TVs at every location, you won't miss a single play. Enjoy mouth-watering Louisiana favorites like po' boys and gumbo, plus the best burgers, craft beers, and cocktails that keep fans coming back. It's incredible food and a game day atmosphere like none other. With 5 locations across Arkansas, it's Walk On Sports Bistro. We live for this. Hey, it's Bo, and I had no idea how little I knew about insurance until my man James Boyette of State Farm started telling me. For over a decade, he's been delivering real value, not just the lowest price. That means helping customers find the right coverage for their life with personalized plans that evolve as life changes. Serving all of Arkansas and Missouri. If you're looking for a true insurance partner, auto, home, life, whatever you need, go to JamesBoyett.com. You're right, Chuck. You're right. You're right.
You're not wrong, Chuck.
About
Well,
because we
that's
don't
all I
want
wanted to hear. That's really all I wanted to hear.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Looking for the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits? Macadoodles or Guess Who in Bentonville has you covered.
Having what they came down here for in stock on the shelf is very important. You're going to find everything that you could possibly want. I've had customers tell me, Bo, over the years that they may be sitting around, somebody brings up some weird name whiskey, and somebody will chime in and say, well, if anybody's got it, it's going to be Macadoodles.
Macadoodles, just north of Bella Vista at the state line, and Guess Who in Bentonville.
At Pascal, comfort and quality are well within reach. For over 50 years, homeowners have trusted them for world-class service. Every detail matters. Right now, get a brand new high-efficiency AC and furnace system starting at just $79.99, with payments as low as $100 a month. No shortcuts, no surprises, just Pascal quality at a price more families can afford. Same week installation is available, so click over to gopascal.com to schedule.
Hey, it's Bo, and I had no idea how little I knew about insurance until my man James Boyette of State Farm started telling me. For over a decade, he's been delivering real value, not just the lowest price. That means helping customers find the right coverage for their life with personalized plans that evolve as life changes. Serving all of Arkansas and Missouri. If you're looking for a true insurance partner, auto, home, life, whatever you need, go to JamesBoyett.com. Next time you find yourself at a Razorback game, ask about Yingling. It's the official lager of the Arkansas Razorbacks. And the next time you're stocking your cooler, check out Flight by Yingling. It's just 95 calories. The same crisp, refreshing taste Yingling is known for, but it's a light beer. Raising the bar in your light beer game. Easy drinking and brewed for fans who want full flavor without weighing down their game day. Grab a Flight at your favorite store or ask about it next time you're out and about. Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer.
Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple. When you win, you get to say anything you want. That's what sucks. When you don't win, the other guys get to say anything they want, and you just got to take it.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Sterling's in Center Ridge. Sterling, what's going on, my man? Happy Friday.
Hey, guys. Hope you're having a great day. And
Sterling.
I know y'all. Can you hear me?
Yes, you
fire away.
sound great.
I I know we're up against it going on the hour, so I'll be fast. But I want to talk about this so a little bit of fan etiquette when it comes to when you talk to diehard fans. Now, it's okay to come out of the woodwork, but you can't talk shrimp to other diehards when their team lose, because we didn't know you was a fan until this team started winning. Now, all these Knicks fans come, not you, Chuck, because you said it from Jump Street. But there's a lot of Knicks fans all of a sudden. And I didn't know they were Knicks fans.
Lifelong Knicks fans.
I didn't know they
lifelong Cubs fans.
I didn't know they were Knicks fans. So to be, you got to know, the whole world got to know you're a Knicks fan, so you can take the abuse and punishment when your team don't finish the deal. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You got to pay the price. I'm a Cowboy fan. Everybody knows I'm a Cowboy fan. I take the abuse, and when that day ever come, I can come out. But don't be a closet fan of any team and come out when they start winning. And I don't doubt they were fans, but when they lose, they stay in the background and they just back up. You know that meme of Homer Simpson, how he goes back into the bushes.
Yeah,
and he come out of the bushes with a different jersey. You know, you can't have that. That's the fan. The only time you can do that is 2 times.
You know, Sterling,
World Cup.
your character could be used at Texas Tech. This is kind of character. This is what real sports character looks like right here. You're hearing it from Sterling.
I wouldn't go that far.
Sterling, what do you think about that deal at Texas Tech?
The gambling quarterback.
Well, yeah. What else would there be?
I thought y'all talking about buying players.
No. That quarterback. What do you think about that?
Oh, he shouldn't be allowed to play. I mean, I don't care if he betted 50 cents on his team to win or lose or draw. I don't care. You can't bet in the sport that you participate in.
Hey, Sterling, one more. Thank you for that opinion. Did you guys observe at your place of business National Forklift Safety Day the other day? We had National Forklift Safety Day. We thought about you. We mentioned you.
Anything that does with safety, trust me, we celebrate it, recognize it, and it's all about it.
Every day.
For anybody out there listening, we're safety first.
Safety first.
And Perco Manufacturing.
All right.
Safety, housekeeping, and quality. Quality, not quantity, quality. Safety, housekeeping, and quality.
There he is, Sterling and Center
He
Ridge.
is. Company spokesman right there.
That's right, Sterling and Center Ridge. Sterling will call in and tell the forklift drivers, just hang on, I'm on with Chuck and Bo. We'll get to the forklift in a minute. 7:55.
You know, I love talking about Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, and Bo's latest selling experience is a perfect example of why. Within 5 minutes of listing his home, Bo had a showing, and just 2 days later, he had an offer. And just like my own experience with them, they took care of everything from start to finish. That's what you get when you work with a trained real estate professional. Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, has been turning houses into homes since 1978, serving Northwest Arkansas, the River Valley, and Branson. For more information, log on to WeicherGriffin.com.
When it comes to finding the perfect diamond, there's one name that stands above the rest in Northwest Arkansas. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry. As the region's premier experts for diamonds, Blakeman's offers an unparalleled selection of brilliant stones, handpicked for their quality and beauty. They don't just help you find the perfect stone, they educate you on every step of the way. Whether you're planning a proposal, celebrating an anniversary, or simply treating yourself, Blakeman's is where your search ends and your story begins.
Hey, it's Bo, and it seems like every day somebody else is asking me about the Sweatnum Edge. It's real. It's a new me. It can be a new you. It's completely changed my energy level and my exercise gains. My mind's clearer. I sleep better. Life's just more enjoyable. If you get drained in the afternoon, or maybe you just can't shake that weight, do what I did. Take the Sweatnum Edge. It's a free consultation. You get your results, and they'll give you a game plan. Just search the Sweatnum Edge or log on to SweatnumCosmetic.com.
Interviews, highlights, behind-the-scenes access, and so much more. Varsity Vibe is your go-to for high school athletics in Arkansas. Learn the stories of coaches and players in our Varsity Vibe podcast. See the biggest plays and the best performances highlighted on our social media platforms. And if newsletters are more your style, we've got that too. High school sports at your fingertips. Varsity Vibe, elevating the game.
I don't want Lane Kiffin at LSU. I want weird stuff going on.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Arkansas fans know that some things are just timeless, like a spring afternoon at Baum Walker or the roar you only hear at Bud Walton. Our friends at Blakeman's Fine Jewelry believe your milestone should be just as enduring as the Razorback spirit. They've spent over 35 years helping fans celebrate their big moments right here in Northwest Arkansas. Whether you're marking a graduation, an anniversary, or just a big Saturday in the SEC, let their teams help you find that perfect piece. This spring, go big, go bold, and go to Blakeman's in the heart of Pinnacle Hills.
We talk a lot about Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, because our experience has been great. And Bo, you're going through it again right now.
For the second time. My son's a first-time home buyer. Him and his wife got a beautiful home. And for me, I just turned it over to them. They gave me a few things to sign, and it took all the work off my plate. And I just sit back and watch it happen.
That's what happens when you deal with a trained real estate professional. And that's what they are at Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company. They've been turning houses into homes since 1978, and you can log on to WeicherGriffin.com.
At First Security Bank, banking isn't one size fits all. It's personal because everyone's financial journey looks a little different. From managing day-to-day spending, running a small business, to helping your kids learn more smart money habits, or taking that big step toward buying a home. At First Security, you get the services you expect, the technology you need, and the real support of local people who live here, know the community, and take the time to understand what you're trying to accomplish. Life moves fast, and having a bank that moves with you makes a difference. Whether you prefer stopping by a branch, banking on the app, or picking up the phone to talk with someone who actually knows your name, First Security is there. They offer smart tools like mobile banking, bill pay, and mobile check deposit, along with thoughtful solutions like flex banking for kids, checking built for small businesses, and local mortgage lenders who guide you through the home buying process. Choose the power of personal. Bank better at First Security. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You and Bart are going to be rolling around in the home.
Okay.
No, let's not get carried away.
Well, that's a great topic.
You're putting a few
That
too
is
many
a
years on me here.
Oh, hold on, though. That's a great topic. You in a assisted living home, and you holding court, and you being pissed off at people. That's a great topic.
Bart's
What does
gonna have an
Bart
illegal
look like
pudding
at
racket,
86? What does an 86-year-old Bart look like in an assisted living home where he's in there holding court and telling people that he's going to run the place? He's going to run the place. And then, he's going to maybe get thrown out. Do people get thrown out of assisted living?
They do.
place?
They do. There are many, and I'm one of them, you've been through this with your parents. And I went through it with both my parents. You see some of the most incredible things, some of the funniest things you've ever seen in your life. And all you can do is laugh when you get in that situation. And I suspect Bart will provide a few of those moments when the time comes, and I hope I do too.
I can see it. Can you see it, Bart?
No,
You can't.
not right now.
Come on. No, that's way too far out for Bart. Bart should not think about that. Right?
Well, yeah. I'm just talking about, you and dealing with people. And get out of my room.
Well, I mean, look, nobody wants to be invaded.
There will always be
the good
another
part is
Coach
you can
Shells.
say those things at that age and completely get away with it. Completely get away with it.
Can you imagine Bart having a podcast at 86 and completely saying
The
whatever
whole
he
world's
wants?
going to hell in a handbasket.
Whatever he wants to say. Totally, kind of like the show, but you just another level.
Yeah.
Just on another level. The Chuck and Bo Show on Demand is driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Catch up on all 3 hours with the podcast version on Spotify and Apple. Just search for The Chuck and Bo Show.
Previously heard on Chuck and Bo.
I would argue that sometimes a Big Mac is like,
Hey,
that's
when-
gourmet, man. I'll take it.
When
Like,
you're hungry, it's not bad.
If you made me pick a meal, like, hey, you could have anything. Like, if I was dying tomorrow, if I'm going to the, electric chair, I'm probably going to have a Big Mac. Are you serious?
Not a chance.
Tell me something that's better.
You don't go to the electric chair every day. You just don't. It calls for a Big Mac.
Chuck and Bo Bo Show.
I would resist the urge to drink this morning.
Stop. I'm done.
You said a lot of good things there.
Well, I don't know if I said one good thing.
I met a guy last night, love y'all to death, Jeff.
You mind if I share?
I'm looking forward to it.
The show of record for Razorback fans.
I'm at my Sunday school, and first thing he says when we hop in the car, he says, "What's heard on the Chuck and Bo Show?"
It's too early for this kind of conversation. I'm still half asleep.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Mattingly.
United States, 8 o'clock tonight, World Cup action against Paraguay. It's on Fox. By the way, Matt Hobbs has been named the pitching coach for the USA Baseball Collegiate National Team, which is quite an honor for him. We've been talking, believe it or not, Texas Tech.
Yeah, it's hard to imagine.
Ross Dellinger covers that and a whole bunch more for Yahoo Sports. I used to think, Ross was a sports reporter, but Ross, I think, is the business of college sports reporter, along with being a sports reporter. How do you when people ask you now, Ross, good morning, by the way, thanks for joining us. When they ask you now what you do for a living, how do you describe it?
Oh, I tell them I chase my tail around all day. That's what I feel like, chasing all these stories. It's it's a crazy time, and I never quite expected that I would be, writing more about court hearings and congressional legislation than I would about actual football. But it's where we are.
It just seems like a never-ending cycle. I mean, it's just, something, it's almost like a game of can you top this?
Hold my beer.
Yeah, hold my beer. Let's start with, everyone said for a year or two the government's got to come in, they've got to step in. Are we really any closer to that? I mean, there's a lot of talk, but how close are we, I guess, is what I'm asking.
Well, it's been 7 years of lobbying, NCAA lobbying for congressional legislation. We've had probably, 15, 20 different congressional bills introduced. Probably had around 15, 18 hearings. And in one of the bills, the SCORE Act last year, got through the committee step process. So if there are, I tell people all the time, the steps to a bill passing, there's, I'm just going to put a number on that. There's 10 steps to a bill passing. You got 3 or 4 steps in the Senate, and you got 3 or 4 more that have to be replicated in the House. The SCORE Act got the furthest, which is probably like on step 3, right? So we really haven't been that close. Nothing's gotten to the floor for a vote in either chamber in 7 years. This Senate bill, the SCORE Act, and the House bill kind of failed on step 3, and this Senate bill is getting close to there, right? It's about to hit step 2, and then we're going to get to step 3 maybe next week, which is a markup in committee where it gets voted on out of committee and then can go to the floor. And that's where the SCORE Act was last year. And then it failed to ever even be brought up on the floor because it didn't have the votes from the chamber to pass. You don't bring a bill up on the floor if you're not going to pass it. So that's kind of where we are. It is, closer than it's ever been, I guess, but that's all sort of relative.
Does the Brendan Sorsby situation expedite anything in terms of getting something done here? Not necessarily make it happen faster, but put more weight. Does it help with people that are trying to get this through?
The people that are trying to get it through, the 2 senators that authored it, Marie Cantwell, the Democrat from Washington, and Ted Cruz, the Republican from Texas, they believe that's the case. They believe that this situation with Brendan Sorsby would have been prevented under their bill. And so they believe this is a good sort of example of why the system is broken and how it needs to be fixed through their legislation. Obviously, they're biased, but that's what they feel like. other legal sort of minds, after reading the bill, they say that the bill wouldn't prevent the Sorsby situation. So there seems to be some disagreement there on exactly kind of how the bill would handle this. But in general, I think the Brendan Sorsby situation is sort of shining more of a light on the issues just in general in college athletics.
Ross Dellinger, Yahoo Sports, joining us on the Chuck and Bo Show. We had Feinbaum on last hour, and I don't think I'm putting words in his mouth. He seemed to indicate that college football has been, a train wreck for 5 years or longer, and it's going to continue to be a train wreck, and it's just fine. In other words, like we're all on here talking about this needs to happen and that needs to happen, but at the end of the day, nothing can break college football. Where do you think we're headed?
Well, people ask me that question all the time, and it's hard for me to, predict that. But I would say that if you want stability in rules and regulation in college sports or in any form of any kind of enterprise, there's kind of like two or three paths, right? One is congressional legislation that can protect the NCAA and the conferences from creating and enforcing rules. That's one option. The second option is some kind of employment collective bargaining model, where just like the pros, you bargain with the athletes. And I think there's a third model that's emerged, sort of, and that is, and you've heard it and you've probably seen me write it, like the breakaway model, sort of self-governance model that several conferences, including the SEC, are discussing. In that model, in theory, you would govern a smaller group of schools, and that would make it easier, and you can enforce your rules. And because you're not a quote market power, a kind of a legal term, that you would perhaps avoid some antitrust like lawsuits and legal challenges that we're seeing. So that's really it. So I don't know. We seem to be going down the third path. At least some leagues are.
Did we lose him?
I think so. Uh-oh.
No. Want to try him back? The third path being having your own rules.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Not necessarily a super
Yeah,
conference,
yeah.
but having your own.
Well, I mean, if you have your own rules, you're going to become your own operation. I mean, you may say we're not breaking away, but if you have your own rules, you're breaking away.
And how does that really? We good?
Yeah.
You just dropped off there, Ross, about the third option. You were explaining, having their own rules, basically, right? In that scenario.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the kind of the third path, and it's one that the SEC is discussing, I think, pretty intently. And we'll see if they actually pull the trigger there. The problem with creating your own rules and sort of this breakaway model is that if everybody else doesn't follow similar rules or enforce them at their conference level like you are, then it impacts the equity and balance of competition.
So, like, what if you were fixing it, and you've covered it as much or more than anybody? If you were fixing it, and I know you talk to coaches all the time, and they're mad as heck about everything, and it's what I hear from coaches is just tell me what the rules are so we can follow them. If you could fix it, and I know that could take an hour to tell us, but just sum up what a fix looks like for all of what we're dealing with in college athletics.
Well, I mean, this bill, some might say this bill fixes some things, right? It will limit movement by re-implementing the one-time transfer policy. And it'll limit eligibility back to the 5-year eligibility standard.
Yep.
So those are obviously two big things that it would do. You know, it partly codifies the House settlement where it grants legal protection to the College Sports Commission to enforce the cap as well. You know, I'll believe that works when I see it. But that is what the bill says. So it addresses all the things, right? The money, the movement, and the eligibility that people want addressed. Now, what it does, and why the SEC and Big Ten, the two biggest stakeholders, are against it, they oppose the bill, is that it sort of targets them in a way that they feel is unfair, and they're uncomfortable with it. And the way it targets them is it prevents them from further expansion, and it provides a way to pool for all the conferences in FBS to pool their media rights, which the SEC and Big Ten are against. So even though it's optional in the bill, there's significant pushback. So the big question sort of is, can you pass a bill that regulates an industry when the two biggest stakeholders in that industry oppose the bill? And I asked Ted Cruz that on Wednesday when I was on the Hill, and he said, yes.
Interesting. We'll see if it happens. All right, we'll get back to the fun stuff. What's going to happen with Brendan Sorsby? Do you think he plays? Do you think we get an appeal before the season? And the multi-part question here: do you think he plays? Do you think the Big 12 has any sanctions against him if he does play?
Well, yeah. I mean, it sure feels like the Big 12 is going to do something as far as sanctions. Everybody seems very, very mad. And so I think there probably will be sanctions, whether it's a more severe sanction, like, you know, penalizing his eligibility of some sort, or keeping them from the conference championship game or something like that. Or is it like just a fine? We've seen conferences do that quite a bit. I don't know. I don't know what it's going to be, but it does feel like they're going to do something. And whatever they do, you know, may be met with another lawsuit. Texas Tech is threatening another, more legal action if there is any kind of penalty.
It's another lawsuit.
Yeah, we're not done.
Yeah. All right, what do you think of the SEC this season?
Yeah. Who's going to be better, SEC or the Big Ten?
Yeah, real football talk. I haven't done any of my.
Do you still cover games? Are we still going to cover games this fall?
Are you going to any games this fall?
Yeah, hopefully I will. Hopefully I'll be in a few games.
That's good. Lane Kiffin, 10 wins or more or less?
Oh, I'm going to go less, but probably slightly less.
Okay. That'd be interesting. Arkansas, 10 wins or less. I'm just kidding. Don't laugh. Don't laugh.
That was too sincere a laugh there, man.
just getting going here on a Friday. Hey, Ross, I know it's not always probably the most fun, but you do a great job covering this so the rest of us have some sort of sense of what's going on. Good luck with the continued work that is the business and the mess of college football right now. Thanks so much, man.
Thank you, Ross.
All right, guys. Thank y'all.
Appreciate you. Ross Dellinger, the Yahoo Sports. So he's been everywhere.
I mean, it really is. You think about somebody like Ross. He got into this to cover games. He was down there in Baton Rouge, among other stops along the way. I mean, he covered games. And evidently he was smarter than some of the other guys in the sports department, because he's the one that latches on to all this other stuff. And now this is basically what he's doing.
Speaking of the business of college sports, you ever wonder what those halftime show performers make at a Razorback basketball game, like Red Panda coming out there flipping bowls on her head on a unicycle? You ever wonder what they get paid to do that? Anybody?
Sometimes.
Yeah. Just kind of go like,
Oh, yeah.
what does that guy get paid? Simon says, what does that dog frisbee guy get paid?
Too
Remember
much.
That dog
Too
frisbee
much.
guy
Yeah, I
that was
remember
just
that.
running that dog all
Too
over
much.
the field.
Ran
Got
that
paid
dog
too
to
much.
death.
Out throwing him like, good mercy. There's an 80 yards.
Could have
he's
been
turning
$1
around
and it
80.
was too much.
What are those guys getting paid? Well, guess what? We know now. I'm going to give you some of those numbers when we come back. Chuck and Bo Show. We're brought to you in part by WT Equipment, where they help you get the job done every single day. Whether you're running a farm, managing a job site, or taking care of your own land, they've got the tools like the legendary Bobcat, other trusted brands like New Holland, Hustler, and Steel. But Bobcat is something that will help you with light construction work. All the equipment with an expert staff to help you get the job done. 4 locations, family-owned and operated here in Arkansas. Getting the job done. It's WT Equipment, WTEquip.com.
Just get it together, people. You obviously are completely incompetent. I'm so sick of the morons, man.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Great people, great prices, and plenty to pick from. You get it all at Fayetteville Auto Park. Acura, Chevys, Hondas, Toyotas, even a collision center, all at one location. Shop new, used, and certified pre-owned. Plus, Fayetteville Auto Park has hundreds of new and pre-owned automobiles with big discounts starting at under $30,000. Shop our complete selection online at FayettevilleAutopark.com. That's FayettevilleAutopark.com.
Looking for the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits? Macadoodles or Guess Who in Bentonville has you covered.
Having what they came down here for in stock on the shelf is very important. You're going to find everything that you could possibly want. I've heard customers tell me, Bo, over the years that they may be sitting around, somebody brings up some weird name whiskey, and somebody will chime in and say, well, if anybody's got it, it's going to be Macadoodles.
Macadoodles, just north of Bella Vista at the state line, and Guess Who in Bentonville.
This is Chuck Barrett, and I'm so glad I chose McDonald Eye Associates for my recent cataract surgery. They took great care of me. You have to have good vision to be the voice of the Razorbacks, and I'm glad I trusted my eyes to McDonald Eye. I learned patients of all ages have a lot of options when it comes to modern surgery to reduce or even eliminate your eyeglasses. They've been taking care of patients for over 50 years, and that says a lot. So for your best vision, trust McDonald Eye. Online and same-day appointments at McDonaldEye.com.
Hey, I'm sorry if this makes too much sense. I am more than happy to hear where I'm off on this.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Customer service is a buzzword. People just throw it out there. What is it to you? Showing up when you say you're going to show up, returning phone calls, providing the service that you promised to provide. Because, I mean, if we're all asking to get paid for what we're doing, we need to do what we're getting paid for. And do it with a good attitude and being responsible, not only responsible to show up, but responsible to the relationship.
A relationship you can count on from Clay Maxey and the folks at Teamwork Roofing and Construction. TeamworkBuilt.com. Built on quality, powered by Teamwork. You know, fine jewelry is about more than just a beautiful piece. It's about the experience of finding it. I did that with Blakeman's. They are the official jeweler of the Arkansas Razorbacks. Blakeman's has been Northwest Arkansas's trusted destination for exceptional jewelry, providing our community with over 35 years of personalized service, world-class diamonds, and crafted custom pieces. Discover the difference of a true luxury experience at Blakeman's Fine Jewelry in Rogers. Blakeman's, where Arkansas gets engaged.
For over 20 years, ProLand Title has been making title insurance easy for Arkansas families. Founded right here in Arkansas with over 45 offices statewide, our team of title insurance veterans will work alongside you every step of the way. They're independently owned, so their only priority is you. ProLand Title can say yes when others can't. Cheer for the pigs, close with the pros. Visit ProLandTitle.com to get a quote today.
Imagine raising your family somewhere safe, welcoming, and genuinely beautiful, where the kids have room to roam, the neighbors know your name, and the weekends are spent on the golf course, the lake, or the trails. That's Big Creek Golf and Country Club in Mountain Home, Arkansas, a vibrant community with year-round events for all ages, world-class outdoor recreation, and brand new home sites now available for families ready to put down roots. Small town, big life. Visit BigCreekGolf.com today and get more info.
Never miss a moment of the show thanks to the Chuck and Bo Show on demand, driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Stream the podcast version of the show on Spotify or Apple. Just search for the Chuck and Bo Show.
By the way, good morning. We just kind of jumped in, and we're
Hey, Bart.
coffee deep. And hey, everybody,
Morning, Bart.
welcome in.
Edward.
Hope I smell the bacon cooking. It's going to be a good day.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I'm just a bill. Yes, I'm only a bill. And I'm sitting here on Capitol Hill. Well, it's a long, long journey to the capital city. It's a long, long wait while I'm sitting in committee. But I know I'll be a law someday. At least I hope and pray that I will. But today I am still just a bill.
Gee, Bill, you certainly have a lot of patience and courage.
Well, I got this far. When I started, I wasn't even a bill. I was just an idea. Some folks back home decided they wanted a law passed, so they called their local congressman, and he said, "You're right, there ought to be a law." Then he sat down and wrote me out and introduced me to Congress, and I became a bill. And I'll remain a bill
That
until
is the
they
long
decide
version.
to make me a law.
Schoolhouse Rock, baby, Saturday morning. We were a smarter country back then.
Wow. How are we doing now?
Well,
And this idea that
we could use a little Schoolhouse
college
Rock.
football's broken, does it really need to be fixed?
Well,
I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's happening anytime soon. I think
Well,
we're going to continue to see a lot of chaos, and we're about over it.
And I'm telling you, the chaos and the controversy sells. Because we are talking about, I mean, we may be saying what's wrong with college sports, but we're talking about college sports every day in some vein. And even in the off season now, I mean, there are emotional issues on an almost weekly basis. And that keeps it all front and center. And you know this. I mean, it's kind of like the Jerry Jones model. As long as they're talking about me, I'm not all that concerned with what they're saying. I just want them talking about me. College sports benefits from that.
Yeah, and the attorneys.
Yeah, well, the attorneys do too.
The attorneys are continuing to
They're
make a name
racking
for
up
themselves,
right now.
and judges as well. Anyhow, I'm about over it. Like, I don't know. I just want to watch games. I want to be entertained. I want halftime shows like Red Panda. I've always wondered. I don't know if you have. In fact, I might have asked you this. I don't know if I did, Bart. Do you know what the organist makes at Madison Square Garden?
I do not know. Would you like me to?
I looked it up. I want to say it's like somewhere between. He might make $100,000. It might be.
And that's New York dollars.
Looking
So
at him,
$20,000 here.
yeah, playing the organ during the games. But isn't that awesome though? The atmosphere when you have that going.
Oh yeah.
Some of these halftime shows at games are great. Red Panda. Is there a better halftime show than Red Panda?
Red Panda's pretty good.
The guy that climbed all the chairs and kept stacking the chairs as he went. That was high drama. I wonder, like, what do these people make for this performance? What do you think Red Panda makes for a halftime performance? Any idea, Bart? Have you seen the number?
Yeah.
Oh, you already know. Well, did you have a guess before you saw the number?
My guess would have been higher than what the number actually is.
Riley, what do you think Red Panda makes for her halftime performance at Bud Walton Arena or at other like venues? Doing that unicycle, flipping the bowls up on her head.
Oh, not enough. That's what I'm saying.
What would be a guess?
Is it? Are we talking like per game?
Yeah, per performance.
Yeah. Ballpark figure. No one's going to hold you to that.
I don't know. I would say
There's no wrong answer.
like $1,000.
That's really wrong.
Okay.
Well, wrong is wrong.
As soon as you said there's no wrong answer, the next one, you fell for that. You fell for that. As soon as you said no wrong answer, it was going to be, that's definitely wrong. $6,700.
Wow.
I think it needs to be more.
Yeah, I agree.
Me too.
And I
Not
think,
enough.
I think
She got hurt
That's
this last
all in.
year.
I don't think they pay travel on top of that. They pay hotel room, right? Like a one-night hotel room. What are the other details?
Yeah.
You-
What's on Red
You read
Penn's
the
rider?
contract.
Yeah.
Yes, I was deeply invested in this yesterday. The details are it's $67.50 fee, and the minimum rating for the hotel room needs to be 4 stars.
That's a Chuck. Also,
with
standard.
one room.
It's a Chuck's
It's a
contract.
little
Completely
under Chuck's,
understandable.
but, and then one room, and then one hot meal provided.
One hot meal.
Yeah.
Hot meal and refreshments per person, which
Okay.
is one. 'Cause
Yeah.
For her.
So
solo act.
Red Panda has a rider.
Yeah. Yeah,
there's
she
there's
has-
tons of other notes in
She
here.
has some demands.
We will need a space near the performance area where the unicycle can be set up. We will also need someone to help throw the ceramic bowls up to our performer during the performance. So she's totally solo. She doesn't have like a designated bowl thrower.
She's not
which I
sharing
think
that
makes it
money
more
with anybody.
impressive that she's doing this
That's
with
right.
random people
That's right.
at halftime.
Jordan
throwing the
Weber did it
bowls.
here
Yeah.
for a game. Bart, I hope you can get that role.
Oh, that'd be
of
huge,
tossing
wouldn't
the
it?
bowls. That got to be a little nerve-wracking for the bowl tosser, too, because they're not experienced at that.
It's like throwing BP at the All-Star game, in the home run derby.
Yeah.
I mean, you're a big part of what happens there.
I mean, that is she puts her life on the line for $6,700.
Well, she's working probably 5 or 6 nights a week, I would think, during basketball season. Certainly, I don't know. I would imagine there are other things she does, when it's not basketball season. But I mean, other venues she goes to. But you start doing the math. Again, it's not enough for me, to do what she does. But evidently, it's enough for her.
I haven't
According to more research here, she's performed well over 2,000 times since making her NBA debut in November of 1993.
She might make more in an NBA game.
Yeah, she might.
I don't know. I haven't seen this performance. Maybe you guys have. Mutt's gone nuts.
Hang on. That's $13.5 million.
Yeah, it says she's averaged
in her
she's
career.
averaged 60 to 80 performances a year for over 3 decades. Most iconic.
In her career,
I would have
she's
thought
made
more than
$2.5
60
million.
to 80. I would have thought
60
more
to
than
80.
60.
Are you sure that math? You
I mean,
got
that's
the
a
right
couple
math
times
there?
a week for the entire
More than
year.
2,000. I just used 2,000, $67.50 fee. And it probably hasn't always been $67.50. But, you count for inflation or whatever. But $13.5 million.
Red Panda's a millionaire.
Oh,
She
she's a
should be.
multi-millionaire.
She should be. Yeah, she should be.
I
Mutt's
gotta
Mutt's
come up
nuts.
with an act, guys.
Mutt's gone nuts. People are doing it. Mutt's gone nuts at $3,600 a performance. We saw Steve Max, the master of Simon Says, at a performance at Bud Walton Arena, which was pretty funny. $3,200. The halftime act. Get you an act. Hit the road.
yeah,
Bart.
I need to come up with an act, guys.
Williams in Lafayette. William, good morning. Chuck and Bo Show.
What
Happy
would Bart's
Friday.
halftime
Hey, William.
Act be?
Good morning,
Good
guys.
question.
How y'all doing?
Doing great.
But I'm curious on a couple things. I'd like to really get Bart's opinion on one of them.
Okay. Turn them up a little bit, Riley.
I don't know if y'all been talking about. I kind of doing the show late, but I'm going to talk about the Texas Tech quarterback. Now, from my understanding, that young man signed a multi-million-dollar NIL deal, name, image, and likeness. And based on the backlash from this scandal or whatever we want to call it, I'm curious of how he can make that money on his name, image, and likeness. It's nowhere near worth it. And so would that not be a valid argument to make, like, how are you going to justify millions of dollars on your name, image, and likeness when you're dirt? I mean, pretty much.
Well, because
And
your
a second
name,
thing-
image, and likeness is worth whatever somebody will pay for it. And that's what and that's where he is right now. I mean, evidently somebody thinks that's what it's worth.
I think it's the loophole that they're paying players. I think we all know that.
Well, sure.
But another thing, do you think in some way, shape, or form, the NCAA and the networks, they don't kind of like this stuff, this scandals, transfer? I mean, I can remember summers ago, 2010, it was dead, college football. No one talked it in the summer. We was waiting for Athlon and Lindy's to come out.
Bill Steve.
And today you cannot turn on the radio or TV and college football, college basketball, recruit. I think that
they kind of constructed the calendar to keep it front and center. What is your guys' thoughts on that? A lot of content in today's age.
Chaos is profitable. Chaos is profitable. I mean, it is. And we talked earlier. I do wonder some days, is the money in the controversy or is it in the solution? I don't know. But I think there's something to that.
As far as orchestrating it, these are the times of year where they can get together and where they have their meetings. And so that's why the news comes out these times of years or at this time of year, because during the other parts of the year, they're busy with the sports calendar. As far as the other stuff goes, what I think is happening is everybody that individually is profiting isn't losing right now. Like, who individually that profits? An athletic director, a coach, a player, an agent, a lawyer. Who in this whole system? I'm talking about the fan-driven sports like college football, basketball. Who's losing? Of all the players involved that I just mentioned, who of those people are losing right now? I can't think of one.
The people that are paying for all of it are coming up on the short end.
Clay Travis actually did a great job at the hearing. And he spoke, and he said that's what's crazy about this is the fans are the only ones losing.
They are the only ones.
And he talked about how flat screen TVs used to cost so much money. And now you can go get a really nice flat screen TV at a really affordable price, far less than it originally cost. But the sports you watch on television are more difficult to get to. You got to know logins and passwords and apps and all of these things. And it costs more and more and more just to be a fan watching on that same television set. And so all the people that are involved in the sports that we like are making all the money, and they're asking all the fans to pay for it.
That's right. I mean, that's exactly right. And
that just keeps growing exponentially.
And it's not going away. And
people are going to keep paying for it. That's the
because it's entertainment. It's like the movies.
Yeah.
When the movies went up, we kept going.
We are addicted.
We addicted to entertainment.
We are addicted. I mean, we're not going anywhere. Now, there may be an ebb and a flow, but generally speaking, we're not going anywhere.
It's 8:33, the Chuck and Bo Show. We'll do what to watch on television. Do we have a World Cup game tonight, 8 o'clock, Arkansas and Paraguay? Chuck and Bo Show, good morning. Go Razorbacks. Go Hogs, go.
We're a bunch of idiots or what?
Yes.
Yes, we are. Yes.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Getting the job done means tough and reliable equipment, and that's what WT Equipment is known for. A locally family-owned dealership with 4 locations across Arkansas, and always ready to help you get the job done. WT Equipment carries the brands you trust, like the legendary Bobcat and more. And they're offering aggressive pricing on skid steers and mini excavators. Whether you need equipment, implements, or powerful Bobcats, the friendly team at WT Equipment is ready to help. Visit WTEquip.com. Hey, it's Bo Mattingly, and when it comes to a roof or remodel, let me recommend Teamwork Roofing and Construction. Here's Teamwork COO Brett Husky on what you can expect.
We're going to be there when we say we're going to be there. We're going to have really high-quality people that are going to be there that are extremely talented at what they do. You're going to get more than what you bargained for.
And Teamwork Roofing and Construction now offers financing. Log on to their website, teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality, powered by Teamwork.
There's never a good deal good enough with a bad person. Still a bad deal.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
What has the impact been? I mean, we could talk about, I know you wanted to win more games and how hard you guys fought in that game against Nebraska and how much it probably took out of you. We could go with all that. But what has it been like in the aftermath here since you've gotten home? You're talking to people, I'm sure, about next year and all that. What do you think the impact was of getting to go to the College World Series for the first year on this continuous journey you've got the Arkansas softball program on?
Well, I think we're still feeling the impact. I think it's been incredible to see the reach. Obviously, we were the most viewed opening day game in World Series history. So there's so many people that got to see our fight and all of that. But, I think, we'll be in a lot of recruiting conversations starting next week, and I think that we're going to really feel that impact because that was the only thing you couldn't check with our program. You know, it's a place where you're going to be loved, you're going to be pushed, you're going to be developed, you're going to play elite softball, you're going to win a lot of games. And there was like, they haven't been to the series. And now we've checked that, and we know how to get there, and experiencing getting there is so valuable. And so, you know, I think it's been amazing to feel and see, and my phone is still going, of just the outpouring of support and encouragement for our program, how we do things, what we did, the amazing year we had, but how we do things is really refreshing to a lot of people. And for me, it's great to hear that, but like, I know that, you know, so so it's been fun. It's been overwhelming, just the amount of just communication, text message, calls, all of it. And then I'm hoping we can continue to feel that impact as we need momentum as we go into the portal and all those things.
Looking for the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits? Macadoodles or Guess Who in Bentonville has you covered.
Having what they came down here for in stock on the shelf is very important. You're going to find everything that you could possibly want. I've heard customers tell me, Bo, over the years that they may be sitting around, somebody brings up some weird name whiskey, and somebody will chime in and say, well, if anybody's got it, it's going to be Macadoodles.
Macadoodles, just north of Bella Vista at the state line, and Guess Who in Bentonville.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
When you're looking for tough, reliable equipment for people you trust, WT Equipment delivers. WT Equipment is a local, family-owned dealership with 8 locations across Arkansas, and they've built their reputation by carrying the brands you know and depend on. From Bobcat to New Holland, Hustler, and Steel, they have the equipment and implements to get the job done right. Whether you're tackling a big job or everyday work, WT Equipment offers a full lineup of Bobcat machines built for power and performance, including compact track loaders, skid steers, excavators, and more. Their lots are packed and ready to move with special deals you don't want to miss. Bobcat is the industry leader, tough, reliable, and built to handle any job you throw at. Nobody does light construction or hay and forage better than WT Equipment. Backed by trusted service and support long after the sale. Stop by your nearest WT Equipment location today or log on to WTEquip.com. Tools you trust and people you know.
Never miss a moment of the show thanks to the Chuck and Bo Show on Demand, driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Stream the podcast version of the show on Spotify or Apple. Just search for the Chuck and Bo Show.
That is absurd to me and anybody who has a brain. Like anybody with any active brain cells at all. Like what are you?
I have brain cells, but they're not always active.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
That is a good point. Great point. Chuck, we're scheduled to do the show at Macadoodles a week from
That's what I understand.
Today. It's going to be a big time.
Yeah, it's going to be a big time. I'm looking forward to it.
The question is what kind of tastings are going to be happening during the show? And will we survive that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They got
now we're going to the one, the Bentonville store. Pineville. Oh, we're going up to Missouri.
With the original. The original location.
I know
Roger
where you're talking about.
Built the store nearly 30 years ago because he got so disgusted with the lack of customer service when he would go pick up supplies for a family reunion or a big get-together. Like they'd be going out to the lake. He'd go buy, all the beverages for the weekend, and nobody would really help him. And he had to find everything by himself. Then he had to kind of lug it out to the car by himself. So when they built Macadoodles, they wanted a high-end customer experience. What he learned from Sam Walton for the years he worked as an executive at Walmart. And so that's what you get when you go to Macadoodles. You know where everything is. It's a really clean, upbeat store. Everything's always in the same area of the store, so they don't mix it around. Sometimes you go into a big box retailer and you can't find where it was the last time they've moved it. Where Macadoodles, you always know where it is. You've always got the best selection, competitive pricing, and the customer service is what keeps people coming back. The loyalty points that they earn, that means you get free stuff. Open to close, wine tasting every day. Weekend, spirit tasting. 15% off every bottle of wine in the store every Wednesday for Wine Down Wednesday. Macadoodles is simply an incredible shopping experience. If you're having a World Cup party or summer get-together, go to Macadoodles. They'll help you figure out exactly what you're looking for. Maybe you want to make a special cocktail, whatever it is. They bring us what to watch on the Chuck and Bo Show. So what are we watching? I know it starts with the World Cup, but that's not it.
World Cup today. Canada takes on Bosnia-Herzegovina at 2 o'clock on Fox. And then the United States gets their World Cup journey underway against Paraguay at 8 o'clock on Fox as well. NBA Finals are back tomorrow. Knicks and Spurs. Knicks with a chance to close it out in San Antonio. The Men's College World Series also gets underway today. If you're interested in that,
yes,
that's a thing that's happening.
Who's playing today?
Some teams that are there.
Troy plays the first game.
Troy and West Virginia play, and then whoever's on the lower side of that bracket plays as well.
There's an SEC team that plays tonight, and it's all SEC tomorrow.
Yes, it's SEC versus SEC tomorrow. Yeah. Who else is playing today? I don't know.
Yeah,
guys, I'm gonna be honest.
He's got his USA World Cup jersey on. Purchased yesterday at Sam's Club.
I'm gonna be real honest.
For him and Edward only.
For whatever reason, I don't particularly care.
Ole Miss and North Carolina play
tonight.
Look at Chuck.
Oklahoma, Alabama tomorrow afternoon at 2. Texas and Georgia tomorrow night at 7.
You're so resourceful.
Well, I am.
When you want to be.
Yeah,
when you want to be. Other times you just say, "Hey, Bart."
I'm gonna be honest. I don't really care this year.
I see that.
Like I don't know that I'll watch a single second of the World Series, and I think it's for a couple of reasons. I think it's one, the World Cup's going on. I'm more interested in that this year, because Arkansas is not there.
Not in the World Cup.
No, Arkansas is in the World Cup. They play Paraguay tonight. What are you talking about?
Go Hogs.
It's just kind of gross, man. Ole Miss,
kind of gross.
Texas, Oklahoma,
West Virginia.
I'm just not interested.
Just real quick.
Those aren't teams that I have any.
Bart's a softball guy. He wants the baseball tournament to fail.
No, that's not true. There are just a lot of teams I don't like in Omaha this year.
Is it interesting to you that Oklahoma's in the College World Series and Arkansas just kind of took it to them in that series?
I know.
Oklahoma
got hot at the right time.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, they did.
By the way, Ole Miss leads the Jello shot count.
Yeah, they're ahead of
West Virginia is going to charge. I would expect a charge. Pat McAfee got there yesterday. I would expect a charge.
Yeah.
I noticed when they wrote the numbers up for the first time, there were a lot more West Virginia people in Rocco's than there were Ole Miss people at that time.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of could read the challenge that they took. I mean, you could read it on their faces. That the next time they write the totals down, Ole Miss is not going to be ahead.
Those are the only teams with a chance. The rest of these people are pathetic when it
Ole
comes
Miss.
to getting the Jello shot.
Alabama's really disappointing.
Yeah,
Alabama's total
You want the
is really
standings? You
disappointing.
want me to give you the standings?
All right, go ahead.
Ole Miss, you said it earlier. Ole Miss, 1,738 Jello shots. West Virginia, 1,471. Then Troy is in third place with 521. North Carolina, 264. Texas, 172. Georgia with 163. Oklahoma with 118. And Alabama with 96.
That's incredibly disappointing. The SEC needs to do better.
Do they, or is this really smart of Alabama to say we're not falling for this cash grab?
They let Troy. Troy finished ahead of Alabama.
Yeah, that's you can't allow that. You
What
can't.
what an incredible revenue idea for Rocco's. You want to talk about?
Oh yeah.
Like, why would you go buy $5 Jello shots that you can make at home for 25 cents?
Because you got to beat somebody. You
Right,
got to
they turn
beat
it into a
someone.
competition.
You turn it into a game.
They're $5.
Are they really?
$5.
I didn't know.
Can somebody do the math on this for me real quick? How much money have they made just off this board? And that's nearly at least I would say it's 100% margin.
Ole Miss and West Virginia are a class by themselves, evidently. I mean, I don't know.
Give me a second.
But you want to do it right now?
Yeah.
You only need a second?
I'm working on it.
We're going to we got a couple calls. We're going to get to them, but we got to hit another break.
Do we?
Do we have to hit another break? Was that the question?
Bart's looking something up.
$22,715.
Okay. And they haven't even started playing games
Jell-O
yet.
shots.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they haven't even started playing games yet.
We're going to start selling World Cup shots.
Ooh, that's the truth. You know, red, white, and blue Jell-O.
They come in
Red, white, and blue Jell-O.
Yeah, we're going to make them in a McDonald's commemorative World Cup cups. 8:47. Good morning.
Let's just be frank. There's been some football games the last few years that have driven people to drink.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Life is better with community banking from First Security, where personal connections make a difference every day. Families get bankers who know their names, know their needs, and love to help. Businesses work with responsive lenders who make fast local decisions that help build success. And communities thrive with First Security because our team is rooted here too. Choose the power of personal. First Security. Bank better. FSbank.com, member FDIC.
Flight by Yingling. It's the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling & Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
Experience football game days on the Hill this fall as head coach Ryan Silverfield leads the Hogs into 2026. Great home matchups line the 7-game slate in Fayetteville, including kickoff in Arkansas on September 5th, the SEC home opener versus the Georgia Bulldogs on September 19th, and a Thanksgiving weekend rivalry battle with the LSU Tigers. Season tickets start at just $300 and are available now at ArkansasRazorbacks.com.
You know, I love talking about Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, and Bo's latest selling experience is a perfect example of why. Within 5 minutes of listing his home, Bo had a showing, and just 2 days later, he had an offer. And just like my own experience with them, they took care of everything from start to finish. That's what you get when you work with a trained real estate professional. Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, has been turning houses into homes since 1978, serving Northwest Arkansas, the River Valley, and Branson. For more information, log on to WeicherGriffin.com.
You know, see, this is what the Chuck and Bo Show is. You just show up and have coffee with you.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Looking for the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits? Macadoodles or Guess Who in Bentonville has you covered.
Having what they came down here for in stock on the shelf is very important. You're going to find everything that you could possibly want. I've heard customers tell me, Bo, over the years that they may be sitting around, somebody brings up some weird name whiskey, and somebody will chime in and say, well, if anybody's got it, it's going to be Macadoodles.
Macadoodles, just north of Bella Vista at the state line, and Guess Who in Bentonville.
At Pascal, comfort and quality are well within reach. For over 50 years, homeowners have trusted them for world-class service. Every detail matters. Right now, get a brand new high-efficiency AC and furnace system starting at just $79.99, with payments as low as $100 a month. No shortcuts, no surprises, just Pascal quality at a price more families can afford. Same week installation is available, so click over to gopascal.com to schedule.
Hey, it's Bo, and I had no idea how little I knew about insurance until my man James Boyette of State Farm started telling me. For over a decade, he's been delivering real value, not just the lowest price. That means helping customers find the right coverage for their life with personalized plans that evolve as life changes. Serving all of Arkansas and Missouri. If you're looking for a true insurance partner, auto, home, life, whatever you need, go to JamesBoyett.com. Next time you find yourself at a Razorback game, ask about Yingling. It's the official lager of the Arkansas Razorbacks. And the next time you're stocking your cooler, check out Flight by Yingling. It's just 95 calories. The same crisp, refreshing taste Yingling is known for, but it's a light beer. Raising the bar in your light beer game. Easy drinking and brewed for fans who want full flavor without weighing down their game day. Grab a Flight at your favorite store or ask about it next time you're out and about. Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer.
Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple.
The swearing has really taken over the vocabulary, right? It's lazy, you know.
Well, when you don't know what else to say, you throw that out there.
You just
At least that's been my approach.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
All right, David and Cersei joining us, as is Rod on I-40. Rod, are you there?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
David, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Wow, we pulled it off. We got a group call going. This is awesome.
Like for you guys to talk to each other. David, why don't you start?
All right.
Yeah, have at it.
David, say hello to Rod.
Sure will.
Rod, say hello to David.
First of all, I'd like to say that I know absolutely nothing about soccer. I could tell you all the rules in the game of hockey. You ask me a question, I can tell you. I can answer your question on anything in the game of hockey. But I'm going to attempt to watch part of the game after the baseball game tonight. I'll just have one question. Maybe Rod can answer this. Let's see. The young man who decommitted from UAB that we really needed because of his size and strength and ability, he was in Fayetteville, did not commit, so I assume he is on the NIL national tour now, which we never win. So maybe some of y'all have some insight on how that looks for us. I'd like to hear about it.
Yeah.
Thanks. Nice to meet you, Rod.
You too.
Rod, what are your thoughts?
Well, my thoughts aren't about soccer. I really could care less. My thoughts are about the federal government becoming involved in sports. Never let the federal government into anything. They'll ruin it. I mean, these people, $38 trillion deficit, they can't even balance a checkbook. And when they have a strike and the government closes, they get a raise. Oh, my God, don't let them screw up our game. They never met a regulation they didn't like. You'll have 123 of them in a month, and you have one this year.
David, your thoughts on that?
I agree totally. We already see that the government can't even run themselves. They surely can't run anything else.
Man, this is a technological miracle right here that we pulled off.
Rod, anything else?
Well, you know, I've become involved with the federal government in 1976 when I enlisted. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you want to be confused, just go deal with the federal government. They'll mess everything up. I mean, it's a wonder we can defend the country. But football, that's mine. They need to leave it alone.
Stay out of college football.
David?
I'd just like to say, Rod, thanks for all you do for us out there. Hard work. That's a tough job, man. We appreciate it.
Thank you, David.
We appreciate both of you.
Thank you, Rod.
Thank you, man.
Good job, guys.
That
was
was
a heck of a
great.
job.
That was great.
Outstanding.
First combined call on the Chuck and Bo Show. Regarding the big man that was on campus, I don't necessarily know that it means they didn't get him or they're not going to get him. But I do think David's got a point there. I don't have insight as to whether that big kid that was decommitting from UAB.
This weekend.
Yeah, I would be. I think we'll get some news here in the next couple of days. But I wouldn't count them out of that race.
No.
Just
no,
yet.
I wouldn't either. Not by any stretch.
What a day.
It really was.
I mean,
they'll be writing
now
about
just-
what just happened
Yeah.
for years and years and years in the talk radio annals.
Go check it on Chuck and Bo On Demand, wherever you get podcasts, or YouTube if you missed any of it.
At Pascal, comfort and quality are well within reach. For over 50 years, homeowners have trusted them for world-class service.